Good morning, Columbus.
Joe, that ain't even good enough. Come on, Joe.
Wake up! Not this one!
Frizzle left tight, F fly, pass 37 punch, waggle, help, baby dizzy, X fan on the turbo.
Thank you, baby.
Football, man.
It's time to listen to a bald, fat loudmouth
Mr. T-Bone.
and a former football player.
And that ball intercepted by Tyvis, pal.
Wow, no radio station has ever done that before.
Did it work for those people?
No, it never does. But it might work for us.
Welcome to T-Bone and Tyvis.
Oh, yeah, welcome in. Happy Thursday to you. I'm T-Bone. He's Tyvis. Good morning, Tyvis.
Oh, good morning, Mr. T-Bone.
You know what today is?
What?
Oh, you know what today is.
Thirsty Thursday.
Is that
We all love some good sex.
Is that right, Tyvis? Is that what it is? That's not where my mind was. My mind was somewhere else. Oh, yeah. Football's back, baby.
Yeah, that too.
The NFL. Yeah.
You're right. That too. That is.
I know it's not on CBS tonight, but this, to me, as a Browns fan, this is the NFL music, right?
It's goosebumps, huh?
This is the music they play. Like when Spiro Didis is about to break your heart for 3 hours and be like, wow, another tremendous run by the other team through our defensive line. Browns are down by 14 in the first quarter.
Don't you do that. This is a new year.
I know. I hope so.
It's a new year.
I hope so. The music, though, sets the tone, doesn't it? Like, when you hear that music, it's like, for me, that's the NFL music that I gravitate towards. Though I guess if you're like an NFC fan, if you're let's say a Cowboys fan or an Eagles fan tonight, you're excited. I mean, the football music you're used to is that Fox music, right? Because that's what you.
So
9 times out of 10, that's what you're on.
So Bodie and Panama Ted is both
Cowboys fans.
Yeah. I think do we have any? Isn't Bree? Didn't she say she a Phillies fan?
Brianna Obizu, I believe, is from. She said she was born in Philly, but then moved, I think,
to Atlanta
very soon after birth. But she still claims Philly teams.
It just sounds like she front runs. Whichever one's convenient for her. That's what she'll root for.
She told me she's going to stop in today in the 8 o'clock hour. She's going to drop in, and we're going to ask her about eating hot dogs and all that stuff. We have a ton to get to today, by the way. Of course, like I said, the NFL is happening, so we will get into all that. I have some audio from Lou Holtz to play for you at 6:30. That is, go figure, he's decided to jump back into the fight with him and I almost said Urban, him and Ryan Day. We also have the list coming up at 7:15. Top 5 worst coaches in NFL history, head coaches. I'm not looking for assistants, just head coaches. We're going to do that at 7:15. At 7:30, someone who covered some of the people who will be on this list, Mary Kay Cabot, because she's covered all the Browns coaches. She will join us at 7:30. And at 8 o'clock, the return of yet another thing that we love that has music attached to it. It's not the NFL music, it's the... I have, looky here. I have, if you're watching on YouTube, I have the Reese's cups with Oreo flavoring in them. And I have the Oreos with Reese's peanut butter in them. And we are going to break those out.
You think that's
at 8 o'clock.
You think that's cute?
What do you mean I think it's cute? It's
that doesn't even. It doesn't pick. You know what's crazy is I love both of those, Oreos and Reese's, but when you put them together, like some stuff just don't go together. Like
why?
Like I don't know.
Why does
bacon on a donut?
The one that is delicious, and you're knocking something that is actually great.
See, that you can't say that I haven't tried because I have.
You have tried it. I give you that. But I'm saying Oreos and Reese's cups. Who doesn't love those things? They're great. And so you put them together. We'll find out. Maybe they're.
No, I hope to not find out.
I'm gonna find out for us because I'm gonna eat them either way. But you can avoid eating them if you guess the price correctly. And I may or may not skew this game to make it impossible for you to guess the price correctly.
Why would you do?
Because I'm a cheater. I'm Steve Balmer. I'm going to pay you with a fake bank that's environmental and fraudulent, and I'm going to get you under the salary cap. That's what I'm going to do.
That's not good. That's not good that you was stooped that low.
Did you see that story, by the way?
No, I haven't.
Oh, the Steve Ballmer, Kawhi Leonard thing? with Pablo Torre. Find
So
it
you
out.
know what's crazy? I seen something about Kawhi Leonard, but I didn't read what it was saying. What happened now?
He essentially, Steve Balmer, more or less, is alleged by Pablo Torre. Now, there's conflicting reports here, but he's alleged to have basically said, hey, let's give Kawhi Leonard a bunch of money in an endorsement deal through this company, which he was also an investor in. And then it kind of made it look, and this company ended up going belly up. They are under investigation now for fraud, but basically Kawhi had an endorsement deal with them, and it was right around the time he signed where it looked like more or less, hey, this is a way to get you under the salary cap because we'll pay you the extra money you are supposed to get in endorsement deals through this company that I'm investing in. And this company had a bunch of celebrity endorsers. It wasn't just him, but it's a little questionable. Let's put it that way.
To say the least.
We'll talk about that more later too, but I don't want to focus on that. I want to focus on the NFL. I want to focus on the great things about the NFL. Guys like, Brian Schottenheimer, who's coming in, whose dad was a coach, and now he gets to be a coach. And now he's going to take over America's team, the Dallas Cowboys, and possibly run them into the ground just like Jerry Jones has already tried to do for many years.
It sounds like you don't have high expectations.
No, I don't. For the Dallas Cowboys and Brian Schottenheimer, no, I don't.
I feel like they're not bad in consecutive years.
Okay, that
Like,
could
I
be
feel
a
like
trend.
Like anytime something looks as if like it's gonna be a disaster, like sometimes it pans out. This might be one of those situations.
I guess it could be.
I understand what you're saying, that they normally don't have back-to-back years, but they normally don't have a bad year and then trade Micah Parsons.
Like, just from a vibe standpoint, don't they say, I mean, that if you were on a team that said, we're committed to winning, we want to win, Jerry Jones is like, I want to be some glory hole, and he's out there yelling. And that's the thing he said. It's a real thing. All I'm saying is, and then a week before the season starts, he trades away your best defensive player. Would you, as a player on the Dallas Cowboys, say, yeah, this organization feels committed to winning, or would the vibes be a little off in the locker room for at least a few weeks?
The vibes would definitely be off.
Okay.
Definitely would be off. But you got it. Like, I'm about to go out there and just lose.
No one would say you would.
Like, if they go out there and, like, get off to it's imperative that they come out into a great start of their season to keep everybody motivated because, I don't know, they dropped the first two games. That's when it can get dicey.
Well, yeah.
And what better way to start your season than beating the defending champs?
You know what? That's a great motivator. The Eagles, of course, are hosting this game, so they will be, no doubt a little high on the fumes of their Super Bowl championship, right? They will have all of that to do, I'm sure, before the game. And then, of course, the Cowboys are just going to be sitting there chomping at the bit. So maybe they come out fired up tonight. I'm not betting on the Cowboys in this game. I'm debating on even betting this game because there's a part of me that sees the Eagles winning by like 2 touchdowns because I don't believe in this Cowboys team at all. But there's a part of me that says maybe there's a little Super Bowl hangover. Maybe they get a little bit too,
that's a thing.
High on their own supply kind of stuff, like where you're there and everybody's, telling you how great you are. What I do know is I'm thinking of things that I'm looking forward to in the NFL season. I'm not looking forward to the situation that causes this music to happen. But we were playing music earlier. This is one of my favorite pieces of music in all of sports media. And it involves when someone gets hurt during a Fox game. Do you know this music? They play it during college games, too.
No.
This right here. You'll see it play, and you'll go, oh, he's slow to get up. And they'll start realizing the guy's hurt. The trainers are out there. And then this music plays. And then they always have something to say that's like, we'll be back in a moment. They give a little drama. It's like, whoa, I've never seen a leg bend in 5 places. We'll undo the accordion on his left side, and we'll be back in a moment.
I really hate that you play it.
I hate
actually do it.
It's terrible.
This is exactly what it sounds like.
It is terrible. It's their music. This is it. The Fox music for the injury timeout. Like, we need that in life. Where it's like you're out playing with the kids and you're chasing them around. And all of a sudden you're like, oh, hang on. Oh, Dad's back. Act it up a little bit. He hasn't done a lot of athletic activity in a while. His back is flared up on him. We'll take a break. And you go get some lemonade and you just sit down in a lawn chair and the kids go play. And they just look at the old man and say, look at how bad he is. Look how terrible he is.
I'm truly mad that you actually narrated that correctly.
It's just a melancholy version of their regular theme, right?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It's not the like it doesn't have the trumpets. This is more what they call the underscore, where it's just like this is the we're at a football game, but we're not really. Actually,
we're gonna take a break.
It's a little seductive, isn't it?
We're gonna take a break.
You can play this. Like I know he's hurt over there, but I'm doing just fine. Why don't we talk?
Seductive might be a stretch. We might have to put up a poll of the women listening if they feel some type of way when they hear this music.
Oh, yeah. I mean, when I hear this music, I'm like Pavlovian dogs, where I'm just all of a sudden, I'm like, I can get up and use the bathroom. Like, I immediately have to pee when I hear this music because I'm like, I know it's going to be a few minutes. This is a real commercial break.
They have you trained.
Yes, they do. When I hear that music, I know it's go time. Either get a beer or go pee. One of the two.
I want to know what Fox executive was like, you know what we need for injuries? Just a slowed down version of our theme song. Yeah. And that will get us into the commercial break. Who thinks that way?
They never play anything else other than that music when someone gets hurt. So that's, again, I don't like to see people get hurt. But what I'm saying is when it happens, this is the silver lining to that cloud is I go, they're going to play that music. They have it queued up and they're like, uh-oh, someone's hurt. Get our hurt music. Get our injured music out there.
The sad thing is, see, now I'm going to end up giggling and it's not going to be funny, but I'm going to be laughing at it because of you bringing this up. No, it's actually very real.
It's a real thing. They do it all the time. And when you hear that music, you will know, oh, yeah, T-Bone is somewhere going, yeah, like I'm vibing. I mean, like I don't enjoy the situation, but the music itself is actually pretty good. I like that music. It's not bad. All right, so we got a lot of NFL stuff today. Roger Goodell kind of made I don't know if he meant this, but if he did, it's a fairly significant admission that he just made on national TV. We'll tell you about that next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan. It's actually pretty good. I like that.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Out there because of the rain for your morning commute. And unfortunately, that does come with a crash that's happening on 71, that southbound direction, south of downtown and just south and past State Route 104 over by Frank Road. A right lane is currently blocked this morning. Do be mindful. The road just a little bit restricted this morning. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
He's at the 10, the 5, touchdown. This is what the Buckeyes train so hard for.
Just like Valvoline Instant Oil Change, their techs train like pros to deliver expert service every time.
Wait, are we talking football or oil changes?
Both. Whether it's the Buckeyes on the field or your car in the bay, it's all about preparation and precision.
Can't argue with that. Valvoline
Instant Oil Change is a proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. Visit VIOC.com/Buckeyes today.
Dormar, your kind of hero.
When your furnace or air conditioner is broke, we come out that same day. Dormar, home the Tin Man.
This is the Duke's country song. It's a song about the best mayo. It has a yellow lid, and its full name is Duke's Mayonnaise. Get Duke's Mayo in store. It's got twang.
Listen up, players. You won't want to miss this. Right now, new Bet365 customers bet $5 and get $300 in bonus bets, win or lose.
So you could turn that $300 into something bigger when you bet on money lines, spreads, totals, or player props.
$300 in bonus bets when new customers bet $5. I know where I'm going to bet from now on. Download the app and see why it's never ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Ohio. T's and C's apply. In-app only.
No matter where you are, Coughlin is there, in store or online. CoughlinCars.com. 13 new car brands, over 1,000 pre-owned vehicles, 17 convenient locations for sales, service, and parts, plus 4 state-of-the-art collision centers. CoughlinCars.com. Shop locally owned, CoughlinCars.com. Coughlin has the car for you.
Bob Yoakum, president of Rockford Homes, explains why he banks with First Bank of Central Ohio.
Anytime you're dealing with a local bank, it's about being able to pick up the phone and talk to real people. That is a huge pro. You know, when you get into these bigger banks, that doesn't happen.
Experience what it's like to be first at First Bank of Central Ohio. Visit fbcentralohio.com for more details. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Hi, I'm Coach Ryan Day, and I've seen firsthand how tough and resilient kids can be. But I've also seen the struggles that aren't always visible. mental health challenges are real. That's why I'm proud to partner with the Kids Mental Health Foundation. Together, we're helping parents, teachers, and coaches talk to kids about mental health before there is a concern or crisis. Start making kids' mental health a part of every day with free tools and resources at kidsmentalhealthfoundation.org.
Care Heating and Cooling. When you need a company you can trust, call 1-800-COOLING.
The Fan has a new tailgate destination. Join us before every home game at the O Patio and Pub on Lane.
Sponsored by your Central Ohio Toyota dealers, Jameson Whiskey didn't go to college, and Coors Light.
See you Saturday, friends.
The Ohio Lottery's new $5 scratch-off Win Big has a top prize of $100,000. And with the Ohio Lottery app, all non-winning tickets can be entered into a My Lotto Rewards second chance promotion to win Cleveland or Cincinnati football tickets, or even a trip to football's biggest game. And that's more exhilarating than a cooler of sports drink dumped on you. So exhilarating. Win big from the Ohio Lottery. A celebration waiting to happen. Lottery players are subject to Ohio laws and commission regulations. Play responsibly.
Proper tree care is an investment that can lead to substantial returns and increased personal enjoyment. Hiring a certified arborist can help care for your trees and prevent storm damage. Inspections by Ohio ISA certified arborists can often find and mitigate tree defects before they fail. Only professionals with specialized knowledge and training are properly equipped to provide appropriate care. To find an arborist, visit trees4ohio.org. That's trees, the number 4, ohio.org.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Scattered showers and some isolated thunderstorms for the morning, eventually becoming mostly cloudy. Wake-up temperatures will be in the 60s. And then for the second half of today, cloudy skies will turn into sunshine. Afternoon highs only getting into the low 70s. Overnight tonight, we do cool off with mostly clear skies and lows in the 50s. For The Fan, I'm meteorologist Meredith Garfalo with your 10 weather impact forecast.
T-Bone and Tyvis is sponsored by Prime Sports. Download the Prime Sports Ohio app today or visit online at primesportsbook.com.
In terms of the Waffle House menu, Tyvis covered and smothered his opponents. Meanwhile, T-Bone is a chunk of hash who's often covered in gravy. I'm not sure what that means either. This is T-Bone and Tyvis.
YouTube chat is already on fire this morning. Just go to YouTube, search 971 The Fan, click on T-Bone and Tyvis. You'll jump right in there.
I'm sure Rusty's in there saying something crazy.
Yeah, Rusty had a few good lines. I'm trying to find the one. Oh, he was asking about the list coming up in 1 hour, 7:15. The top 5 worst coaches in NFL history. He said, does the worst 5 coaches have more than 2 former Browns coaches on it?
That's funny.
You know what?
Funny.
The over/under's 2.5. I'll give you that. It's certainly reasonable to assume 2. Are there more than 2? That's a good question. Find out at 7:15. We will all do our lists then. Of course, you can submit some to us too. Go to YouTube and jump in that chat and drop yours in there, or you can tweet us at Bone and Tyvis 971. Also in the chat. Quentin said players get a lifelong injury, then we jump into a Whopper commercial. They will play that, won't they? They'll be like, we'll be back right after this. And immediately it's
really
like,
put this on here, man. You really...
They'll play this music and then it fades out and you're like, oh, this is bad. We'll be back in a moment. Thoughts to his family. The ambulance is on the field. And then it'll be like, Whopper. They're just singing the song. Home Depot commercial comes on where someone's like, you can do it yourself. And it's like, he can't. He's out.
I'm truly
He's
mad
done.
that you dug up this music. You keep playing the song.
I'm not going to play it all day, but it's just something that I enjoy that idea that, I don't enjoy it. Quentin bringing up the point that because this is what it is, right? The NFL, as much as they want to tell you it's about a family and it's about a brotherhood, it is for the players. It is for the coaches. It is for the people who make the sport. Guys in Roger Goodell's suite, he didn't give 2 craps about that. He just makes sure that check's cashing, baby. That's what he cares about. He can say all he wants. But they do. That's exactly what they do, is this guy may never play football again. Now, please enjoy this commercial for a $5 footlong. Where does this commercial airing? 2007? They haven't had those at Subway in years. I don't know when the $5 footlong is ever going to come back. That's
Nah, that's
not in this economy.
I'm about to say with today's economy, that's done.
Tyvis, can you try to bring back the $5 footlong?
Hey, I
brought back the snack wrap.
If I pull this off, man, I still ain't got no Chipotle deal after I pull that
Just
off.
don't bring back the guy who advertised the $5 footlong. Let's leave him where he is.
Done. I think he's
let's leave him where he is. Agreed. All right. So Roger Goodell yesterday was on, I believe, the Today Show, and he hinted at Taylor Swift. They asked if she was going to be the halftime show entertainment, and he said, I can't say anything. And then they said, well, do you have any hints? Does that mean you're talking? He said, I can't say anything. And then he kind of smiled and laughed and said, I'm waiting for my guy Jay-Z to make something happen.
Jay-Z is the guy that does.
Well, see, I didn't realize that.
You didn't know that
I didn't know Rock Nation still was producing the halftime show. I had no idea. I know they had done it before. I didn't know they were just like eternally in charge of the halftime show.
You didn't see. That's why Jay-Z got all the backlash last year when they didn't announce Lil Wayne and they gave it to Kendrick Lamar. That's why everybody was mad at Jay-Z.
I missed all of that.
There's so many people that went on the internet was attacking Jay-Z. Because he didn't pick, it was because Lil Wayne would have been the obvious choice because he's from New Orleans. The Super Bowl's in New Orleans.
I was aware that Jay-Z in the last year had received some online pushback on some things. I didn't know it was about that.
You're right, because I guess at that time it was bigger fish to fry for him.
There were other parties that he was talking about, I believe. Anyway, so yeah, but Roger Goodell said, he said he's waiting for the smoke from Jay-Z. Like I guess meaning like the Pope decision, right? Where like they have the smoke when they get a new Pope, right? Mm-hmm. He's saying we'll get the smoke from that's not how people use the term smoke with Jay-Z usually, I wouldn't think. Like there's a little bit of like, I don't want that smoke that could go on with Jay-Z. I don't want any problems. There's that. There's also like, again, just Roger Goodell saying that phrase just didn't make sense to me. But anyway, the point is, apparently it sounds like they're in negotiations with Taylor Swift. That's how I read that.
They wish.
Where are they at? Where's the Super Bowl?
San Francisco.
It's Levi Stadium, whatever. Field of Jeans. Is that what they still call that?
Imagine if Dylan is correct that the Chiefs win it and they perform she performs at halftime he proposed already. So
they get married right on the field. They're like impromptu wedding. The second half.
The NFL will forever be in debt to them.
No, the NFL script narratives will they're already out of control. No one would watch the NFL. They would just think that it's absolutely just rigged.
Imagine if it was.
I could tell you from being there, I've never received my script. Maybe because I wasn't written in the script. Maybe that's why they didn't give me.
Cameos and extras don't get a script. You just show up.
They don't let the dead bodies on CSI Miami know who's going to be the murderer. They just say, lay there. Just lay.
Ice-T just stood over. Yep, that's him.
One of my favorite things is Yeah, that music's good. I also enjoy the David Caruso, the original. Was that the original CSI where he would always like rip his glasses off and they would play he had a little soundbite and then they'd play the was it the Who? Rolling Stones?
Yeah.
Something like that. Anyway.
I'm writing this down for when we're bored in the off-season best TV themes.
Oh yeah, absolutely. We've got plenty of them we could get into. But I was thinking that the script thing would be bad if it turned out that Taylor Swift plays a halftime show, the Chiefs make it to the Super Bowl. It's in Levi Stadium, and if the Niners go from the NFC, could you imagine okay, so we're giving the Niners a home game, we're giving the Chiefs a chance, right? Like, if that all happens, you will never hear the end of NFL conspiracies, which I kind of enjoy, because what's the harm in a good NFL conspiracy? That's fun.
My blood pressure. I will fight with people on Twitter that say that it's rigged for the Chiefs to win. Even after the Super Bowl, they're like, "Oh, it's because we caught on to them." Okay,
you fight. Okay, you go back and forth with people on the internet.
Oh yeah.
I don't understand why y'all do this.
I just don't understand. We talked about this. You're a better person than us.
Yeah,
let it go, man.
We've admired that.
Just let it go. People can say what they want to say. It is what it is.
The Eagles are going to roll out today, I guess, part of their sponsorship that they have. They have the Tush Push now is sponsored by Dude Wipes.
Love it.
Is that real?
That's real, yeah. because we're
shout out to Dude Wife. They jumped on that. That's smart, my dear.
Also, shout out to Dude Wipes. I never go to an airport without a few of those in the carry-on. You just got to have them just in case.
I have.
You never know.
I have 3 bathrooms. They're in every bathroom.
Yeah,
I have to have them.
Yeah. Shout out to Dude Wipes. Good job by them. I like it when we get things that make sense from an endorsement standpoint. And the tush push, maybe that's why it didn't get banned. Because maybe there was a corporate push where they were like, if you look, we can ban it, but then we're going to lose the Dude Wipes money. See, again.
Well, that's not true because they sponsored, for the Browns. They
did sponsor the helmet.
We love your Browns.
That was also.
It was clever. It was clever.
It's something. That's right. So something that's got people ticked off about the NFL this morning is Red Zone. Did you see this story?
No, what they do now. Don't tell me they put commercials in it. They put commercials. Well, I ain't buying it. I'm going to just tell you that now. I am not. Well, I wasn't going to buy it no way because I'm busy on Sundays.
Yeah, but
I used to just buy the package, because I used to watch it on my phone. But no, I'm not buying that.
No.
That defeats the whole purpose.
It used to, and Scott Hansen said it. He was on McAfee's show yesterday, and he said, because what's his usual intro is 7 hours of commercial-free NFL football. And now it will just be 7 hours of Red Zone NFL football.
Who did this, man? They always messing up something good, man.
Here's the thing. I would love to bury ESPN because I'm no fan, right? ESPN not my guys. However, there's no way this happens without Roger Goodell stamping it. This is a Roger Goodell move because, number one, I don't think the ESPN NFL merger is official. It's been announced that they want to do it, but as we learned here and other places, they can announce a merger and then it all has to be finalized. And I don't think contracts have been signed. What I'm saying is I saw a bunch of media people pointing out that ESPN, as much as it's right to hate on them and all that stuff, they probably didn't actually make this decision, at least not by themselves. This was probably still an NFL decision. They're still likely in charge. Tomorrow and the rest of the week, whatever's on NFL Network, that's still coming from the NFL. Until ESPN takes it over, which I don't think has fully happened yet, this is still on the NFL. And ultimately, if ESPN said we sold commercials, Roger Goodell could say, no, you didn't. It's the NFL. I have final say on all that. He has signed off on this because at the end of the day, that's all they care about. Make more money.
You just really ruined my day. I'm not going to lie to you. This just blew me. This just blew. Wow. Why would you do that? This is the problem. We always are trying to enhance things. Sometimes things is just great the way they are. You don't need to touch it. Don't touch it. Just let it be what it is.
I just want to say the phrase you used before, and now you're saying don't touch it, just leave it as it is.
Because if everybody forgets, the week before, he stroked a dude with his hands. Made him leave the game.
Yeah. And you know what they would play after that happens? 2 minutes away. An old man yells at Ryan Day. We'll hear it next. It's T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Well, we are waking up to some heavy rainfall for your early Thursday morning commute, especially for folks over on the east side. Etna, if you are stepping out the door right now, do be mindful. 70s looking a little slick this morning, especially at State Route 310 over there. Different views this morning with our traffic cams. Definitely noticing those slick roads out there, the wetness going on, shininess. Be mindful of puddles in the area. Want to make sure folks are taking it nice and slow on the roads this morning. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
This is Jeff for Tri-State Men's Health, where we've successfully treated thousands of men for low testosterone and helped them feel like their old selves again. Please take a moment and listen to how we help Chad.
Hi, I'm Chad. I've been taking the low T treatment at Tri-State Men's Health for a little under a year now. So I was really just struggling with finding the energy to accomplish the things I wanted to do every day. By the end of the workday, I was very drained and tired and found it hard to concentrate and get my job done and was looking for something to kind of get that edge back. Once I started taking the treatment, I felt probably within the first 2 to 3 weeks more energy. And the thing that really I noticed right away was sleeping. Now I get a solid 8 hours. I'm going on vacation. I'm enjoying myself. So men out there, if you're struggling with any of the symptoms I was, low energy, brain fog, lack of sleep, I would highly recommend you call Tri-State Men's Health. You won't regret it.
Thanks, Chad. It's true. Low T therapy will likely change your life. Call 800-900-9654 or go to tristatemenshealth.com.
This is Ryan Krieger, and at Krieger Ford, we know life's busy. Let us handle your car care. Enjoy our convenient pickup and delivery service, or have our technicians come to you with our mobile service van. It's fast, easy, and hassle-free. Schedule your appointment today, only at KriegerFord.com.
It's always a good day at the Nationwide Children's Hospital Championship. September 18th through 21st at the Scarlet Course. PGA Tour's rising stars compete, Hub 13 drink specials, and more. Get free tickets today at ncc-golf.com.
T-Bone and Tyvis is presented by Awaken 180 Weight Loss. Sign up today at awaken180weightloss.com.
Listen to that! Son of a... That's unbelievable! Oh my goodness! Holy smoke! Just incredible!
T-Bone and Tyvis present Clip That.
Sponsored by Prime Sports. Download the Prime Sports Ohio app today or visit online at primesportsbook.com. Receive a 100% match when you deposit up to $400 with the Prime Sports Ohio app.
Yesterday, Lou Holtz was on Dan Dockich's podcast, which I believe is called Bobby Knight Hit Me With a Chair, but I still love him. Anyway, I don't think he hit him with a chair. Anyway, Lou Holtz was asked about how he feels about Ohio State. Here's his answer.
But you remember me telling you, I don't think Ohio State's a great football team. I know the schedule is very, very good, but when you're at home and you're outgained by well over 100 yards, you just can't look at it and say, okay, we're great. We won the game. Everybody look, yeah, they are 1-0, and that's the objective they had going into that game. But they're not a great football team. I would not be overwhelmed about facing Ohio State, although I was surprised that they lost Knowles, their defensive coordinator. I thought there'd be a big drop-off on their defense, but Ohio State's defense played outstanding football.
That's great. So, and then he actually goes on to start praising Ohio State after that, but it's just weird where he says, I wouldn't call them great because they lost by, or they only won by a touchdown and they got outgained by 100 yards. Like, did he watch this game? There's a solid chance he didn't.
Well, I mean, he's that's the thing. When you're an analyst like him, like sometimes you got to put your personal feelings to the side and call it like you see it. This one clearly has a little bit of hate in his heart because there's absolutely no way you can watch that game and say I don't think they're that good. Like, so that means if you don't think that they're that good, then Texas stinks. That's what you do. That's what you saying. So you trying to hate on the Buckeyes. That means you completely disrespecting Texas.
Yeah. Dan Dockich might have done himself a service there if he had asked a follow-up question, which is, well, then, Coach, who is great in college football, if not the defending national champs who just beat the number one team, allegedly, right? I mean, Texas was the number one team at the time of the ranking. Who would you then say is great right now in college football? And if his answer is nobody, I haven't seen enough football yet to say anybody's great right now.
Then I would say,
fine.
That's fine. But,
okay, but like, how could you say Ohio State if there's one team so far that?
But it's crazy to hear him say
this year.
It's crazy to hear him say that because he knows better than anybody. Game one, nobody comes out really just polished in midseason form. Like that's not very hard to do. So it's. Yeah, he comes off as he sounds like a hater, and it's a shame.
Well, he was asked, Dan asked him a question about, how's your relationship with Ryan Day, and have you guys talked since then? Here's what Lou Holtz had to say.
No, I tell you what, Ryan Day could be Ryan Day. He do whatever he wants. I did write him a congratulatory letter, but I never heard back from him. I'm sure he can write. But in any event, he did not answer the letter, but that's his alternative. So, he's got a good football team, and he's obviously a good coach. He's a good recruiter. He's a good coach. He can handle his staff, etc. You look at his one-loss record, it's really tremendous. But let's not get overwhelmed because the Big Ten doesn't have that many great football teams in it this year. But we'll find out.
He digging deeper and deeper, boy. He digging himself deeper and deeper.
I'd like to know where Lou Holtz is right now.
Yeah, there we go. That's right. I mean, Lou Holtz started it Ryan Day then threw that out there, which, at the time, I'll be honest, I wasn't a huge fan of that because I'm just like, who cares about Lou Holtz? But whatever, that's Ryan Day. He remembers this stuff. He hears it, he listens, he gives it back, fine. Lou Holtz saying, I think he knows how to write. Yeah, man, but maybe
was a good one. That was a good one, actually.
I don't know. Like, also, if I'm Ryan Day and it's like, yeah, I got a million emails to answer. Oh, hang on a second. A carrier pigeon just showed up with a screed from Lou Holtz. Dear Coach, great to see you won the national championship. I hope you're sorry for the spittle. It's all over this paper. Like, great. I don't know if I want to read your spit-lined screed that you sent over there, but whatever. Anyway, good for you.
I wrote him a letter.
After Ohio State beats Grambling State by 63 points on Saturday, I want to hear Ryan Day say,
I'd like to know where Lou Holtz is right now.
Yeah, right. By the way, Grambling State head coach, Mickey Joseph is his name. He had some quotes as well. He was asked about, do you have any, you'll hear the reporter ask him kind of like, any thoughts on Ohio State this week? And his answer is quite telling.
Obviously moving forward this week, Ohio State beat Texas 14-7. I mean, just what's your initial thoughts on the defending champs?
Well, first of all, they got a great band, and we have a great band, and we're gonna compete as a band. But I'm just joking right now. We understand what we're getting into. We understand what's going to happen. We understand it's not balance in the scholarships. It's not balance, and what they have resources-wise, what we have resources-wise. But we all know why we playing the game. And I spoke to the coaches today and said the game better be clean. It better be clean. And clean to me is that we don't have 9 people on the field. We don't have 13 people on the field. It's clean. We play within the system, and we swing. We swing, and we fight every play. But we know right now they're probably going to be the #1 team in the country. It's a great opportunity. They're a well-coached football team. You don't win games like that, win a national championship on that level and not be good.
I mean, yeah. So he clearly gave all the flowers to Ohio State and Ryan Day on that. Also, how would you feel, Tyvis, if you're in the locker room and your coach is like, yeah, we know what it is?
I would not feel great about that at all. I get it. Because the thing is how players from like that type of school view this game is, this is my chance to get NFL tape. Like, let me try to make my push for the NFL by being able to do something against these talented individuals. So, they're going to be extremely motivated, especially on the outside. Maybe not in the trenches, because in the trenches, that's where they stand no chance. But like receivers, corners, or whatever the case may be. Think about it. Like a corner go out there and make a great play on Jeremiah Smith. I don't care if he play another down of football. He gonna tell his kids and his grandkids, I shut down Jeremiah Smith. So to me, that's what this game is about for some of those guys. So they're going to go out there and they're going to play as hard as they can, but they're not going to be able to compete because of the trench play. But those corners, running backs, receivers for Grambling, like they got a chance to at least make some plays.
That's something I hadn't considered, but I wonder if that's a difference too, just a mentality sake, because most times, like if you're playing Texas, what are the coaches telling every Ohio State player is, hey, it's not just about you out there. We need this entire team to play as a unit, right? Mm-hmm. You cannot be out there by yourself. But if you're playing for a school like Grambling, if you're playing for Ohio next weekend, there's a lot of guys out there who probably their coaches saying the same things like, hey, we have to execute the game plan. We have to play as a unit and all that stuff. And there's probably a little bit of that's like, yeah, sure. But if we get down by 10, I'm going to do my best for me on this play. But maybe you're not as like wrapped up in the team goals there because you realize this is your one shot possibly to go make a play. And you might not that, if you execute what you're supposed to do, that still helps the team, right? Yeah. But ultimately isn't that a little bit different if you're saying I'm out here to get some tape as opposed to I think we could actually win this game?
Yes. Yeah. But first of all, you're always out there to get tape, no matter what, whether it's you got a shot or not. It's always about doing what I'm supposed to do, put good things on tape. The thing about coming from a place like Grambling is you'd only need a good handful amount of plays, right? And then you need to test well. Like that's what it is. You need to go to the combine or your pro day and test very well, because what it will do is make them go, let me go back and watch tape on this guy again. And then if you got, this guy made a play against Ohio State or something like that. Like, all right, now, you know what? We comfortable taking him in like the 5th or 6th round. Like that type of thing comes up from that. So that's why it's important to just show good technique, show that you can play the game, show that you can make plays in a big-time game, because every Sunday is a big-time game. So that's why these games hold a little bit more weight to those Grambling players.
Pro sports team trying to circumvent their league's salary cap in a very interesting way. We'll talk about it next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Well, we are noticing a couple of crashes out there on the wet roads this morning, all happening in the downtown area, too. The first one at that 670 and 71 split. 71, that southbound direction at Broad Street. A left lane is currently blocked out there. The main concern for me, though, is going to be this crash. It's the 71, that southbound ramp to 70 westbound. Left shoulder blocked out there, and boy, oh boy, definitely causing some major delays and slowdowns out there. Travel times down to 11 miles per hour this morning. I'm 10 TV's Brina Albizu with your Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic sponsored by Roosters. Roosters is giving away 12 ultimate Buckeye experiences, tickets, sideline passes, trips to a Buckeye first-round postseason game. Register at roosterswings.com.
Earn 2% cash back on purchases and pay 0% APR on balance transfers for 15 months with a new Kemba Financial Credit Union Visa. That's more rewards and less interest. Apply at Kemba.org. For purchases and balance transfers made in the first 90 days, restrictions apply. APR equals annual percentage rate. Variable and subject to change. Equal opportunity lender. Expires 10/31/25.
Hi, I'm Joanna Williams, General Manager at Tansky Sawmill Toyota. Is it time for a new or used car? Visit Tansky Sawmill Toyota on the corner of Sawmill and 161, home of the Tansky Promise, where our salespeople aren't paid on commission. We have a 72-hour exchange policy, and every transaction is upfront and transparent. You can even start the process at home. Visit TanskySawmillToyota.com to start your purchase today and to see all of this month's specials. And when you think Toyota, think Tansky.
You won't want to miss Ohio State football in the shoe with powerhouse matchups this fall. Feel the roar of 100,000 strong. Be part of the action and cheer on the Buckeyes as they smash through to victory. There's nothing like a fall Saturday in Ohio Stadium. Your Buckeye Saturdays begin at ohiostatebuckeyes.com, where you can grab tickets, gear up, and get ready for game day.
The great thing about Atlas Butler is they do it all. Heating, cooling, plumbing. Look, I'm busy with work. I don't have time to wait around or deal with lots of people. One company, one call, and they do it all. Wonder if they'll clean out my inbox. Seriously, offer that service. Please.
Atlas Butler is at your service. Call 1-800-FURNACE.
Scotty Vegas here. Smartest bet of the season? Bet on yourself. I needed a weight loss plan that fit into real life. Tailgates, road trips, kids' nights, and still lets you eat. Week 1 with Awaken 180, I was down 6. By the end, 45 pounds gone. That's with wings, chili, meatballs, sausages, all the good stuff. It's the Tailgate transformation. Structure, coaching, and food that tastes like a win. Make the smart play. Start your Tailgate transformation at awaken180weightloss.com.
You hear that? That's the sound of Pepsi Zero Sugar. The better tasting, more refreshing Zero Sugar Cola. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Let your taste decide.
The Columbus Zoo invites you to follow the footsteps and the tales of animals from around the world. Explore our newest region, North America Trek. So what are you waiting for? Get your tail to our trails only at your Columbus Zoo.
Buckeye fans, it's here. Behind the O, the free app with exclusive athlete-driven Ohio State content. Every click helps NIL for your favorite Buckeyes at no cost to you. Download Behind the O today and get closer to the Buckeyes than ever before.
Free to you, NIL for them. Behind the O. Download now.
All your favorite and least favorite fan shows are available wherever you get your podcasts. Just type in 971 The Fan to the search bar and hit that subscribe button. It's free.
We're the land of the free and the home of the sunburnt, freckled fat guy.
Do it now.
Spanley spent his life in the saddle, wrangling whatever life threw at him. But nothing prepared him for the fight against low T and ED. Shane practically hunched him over. Bonbon pills just gave him a headache. He begged for a lifeline.
Well, maybe it's over.
Columbus Men's Clinic said no. Medical conditions, old age, there's hope. This is about real treatments. Science, not one-size-fits-all guesswork. Columbus Men's Clinic was designed for men who hate going to the doctor. Personalized plans, cutting-edge treatments, overseen by an actual medical provider that takes the time to listen. With low T and ED treatments others only dream about, we fight like hell to get you back in the saddle. Because every second you wait, your condition could worsen. Act now. Don't let time slip away. Dial 614-300-7400 or go to columbusmensclinic.com. Your consultation is only $99, including blood work. And you'll know your T level before you leave. Columbus Men's Clinic, making it happen.
The Fan Guest Hotline is sponsored by Carpenter Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, and Electric, and Bryant, doing whatever it takes to keep your home comfortable. The Fan.
2 men, 1 appendix. This is T-Bone and Tyvis.
Coming up 7:15, the list. Worst head coaches of all time in the NFL. Top 5. We will do that at 7:15. 7:30, we're going to talk to Mary Kay Cabot about all things Browns, get her thoughts on the latest with the Quinshon Judkins situation, and much more. Tyvis, the L.A. Clippers, Steve Ballmer. What are your thoughts on Steve Ballmer? You like him? You find his antics to be a little too crazy?
I don't have no beef with him. I don't have a problem with people doing things to bring publicity to their team. He
does that.
I don't have an issue.
No
with
debate that he's better than the last Clippers.
Yes.
Yeah, Donald Sterling?
I agree.
Yes. The man who was openly racist, and it took that V. Stiviano lady who was wearing like a welder's mask when she went out in public. She brought his whole empire down. Good for her. My
favorite part about that whole thing was he never apologized for it. No. He said, I should have paid her off. Oh, wow. That I should have just paid her.
Hey, he was he does no remorse. He just said whatever. I didn't pay the right people off, I guess. Well, Steve Ballmer apparently has a little bit of an issue on his hands. Nothing like that, but Pablo Torre, who is of course now has his podcast, Pablo Torre Finds Out. He reported this yesterday that the Clippers paid Kawhi Leonard through a company owned by Steve Ballmer that is now bankrupt, okay? Basically what he alleges, this company was called Aspiration. Balmer partially funded them with a $50 million investment through his personal LLC on September 14th, 2021. Later that month, September 27th, just 2 weeks later, Clippers announced a $300 million partnership with Aspiration. And that included sponsorship in the team's new arena and on the jersey patch. So they were, a pretty significant partner.
Put the patch on the jersey.
Patch on the jersey, sponsoring stuff in the new stadium, all of that.
Okay.
Apparently, Leonard agreed to a 4-year, $28 million endorsement deal in April of the following year after this was all announced through his LLC, KL2 Aspire. That came 9 months after he signed a 4-year, $176 million contract to stay with the Clippers, which was the maximum allowed under the CBA and the NBA at the time.
Okay.
The clause in one of the documents obtained by Torrey states that the deal between Aspiration and KL2 would be voided if Leonard left the Clippers. They said that Leonard could also quote, decline to proceed with any action desired by Aspiration and continue to be paid, whatever. So the point here being this, because Steve Ballmer was heavily involved in financing this company Aspiration. Aspiration has now gone belly up. They are in fraud proceedings with the federal government. Like, they are in big trouble.
Okay.
They're bad. But because Steve Ballmer was largely helping to fund them, connecting them with other rich people, all of that, the subtext here is that did Steve Ballmer work out a deal by saying, hey, I'll give you all this money to get your company going. In return, please give my player, who I can't pay any more money because of the rules of the CBA, but I can give him another, $28 million through this endorsement deal. There are also documents. So Pablo Torre, go watch this podcast if you haven't seen it, because he goes in depth on it. I don't have all the time here to do that, but he has someone on the record who has their voice disguised, and they're not, I guess I shouldn't say they're on the record because they have their voice disguised, but he has a former employee there basically laying out how when the company was like, we're not sure we can pay all of our employees, those payments to Kawhi Leonard happened every single time without fail because they said, if we don't do this, it's going to jeopardize our relationship with the Clippers. So it was kind of implied that, like, that's priority number one is paying Kawhi Leonard.
So let me get this right. They had an under the table thing going on with trying to get Kawhi more money.
Yeah. And it begs the question of how much does this go on?
That's what I wondered. Well, I wasn't good enough for this to happen to me. If somebody offered me some under the table money while I was out of college, I definitely would have taken it. I mean, 1,000% would have taken it.
Well, I don't even think the issue is...
I'm not even going to sit here and lie to the world. I would have taken that money.
So the thing that Pablo Torre goes on to say, because you might say, all right, what's the big deal? Endorsement deals are a thing. I mean, hell, in our business, they're a thing. You and I both have endorsement deals right now.
Yes.
The difference is you do have to do something for the endorsements to happen.
Correct.
Right?
Yes.
So nowhere in any of his social media or anywhere visibly that they could find was there evidence that Kawhi Leonard ever did any endorsements for these people. So then that also doesn't look great that he did all this. Now,
what is the punishment for this? Because you're not about to tell Kawhi, you got to pay back $28 million.
The punishment really isn't. I don't think it's about Kawhi Leonard. It's because Kawhi Leonard's just taking an endorsement deal from a company that said they were going to do this with him. Now, maybe he knew all of this was going on. If it was. The punishment and the issue comes down. The NBA announced after this came out, they said, we're going to open an investigation into the Clippers.
Okay.
Because this is circumventing the league salary cap.
You find out that it's true. Then what?
Oh, it could be, I think it could be significant for the Clippers that they get punished with draft picks or fines or something.
Clippers ain't going nowhere no way. So
that's fine. What I'm saying is
although I do believe they just trade for.
Oh, I forget.
They traded my cousin away, Norman Powell.
Did they get Bradley Beal?
Is that what I feel like that's
they
right?
Did get Bradley Beal.
That's where the LA Clippers are your. Remember that guy? He's here now. We've got him, and maybe he'll be good, but he probably won't be.
The LA Clippers are the typical. If this team was built 5 years ago, they would be a super team. They got Harden, Kawhi, Bradley Beal.
Yeah, but they're not. They're. I don't think they're going to be that good.
Is Russ?
Is he still there?
I don't know what he's doing because I know he was with Denver, but I know he's always trying to play in LA. But I did look up the punishments and included voiding of Kawhi's contract, the forfeit of future draft picks, a fine up to $7.5 million, and suspensions for the personnel found to be involved.
Yeah. Okay. So if they voided his contract, that would be obviously a pretty big punishment for the Clippers because then he could theoretically.
Well, it depends on where he's at in the deal.
Yeah. He could do whatever he wants there, but. Also, I don't know what Kawhi Leonard is, these days, right? He's not what he once was.
See, I thought that too. He turned the clock back last year. He had some moments.
It's just a matter of him being on the court or not. That's what it's always.
That's a whole other story.
Well, just to give the other side of this, Mark Cuban came out and defended Steve Ballmer, and he basically said, "I'm on Team Balmer. As much as I wish they circumvented the salary cap." First, Steve isn't that dumb. If he did try to feed Kawhi Leonard money, knowing what was at stake for him personally and his team, do you think he would let the company go bankrupt? He's basically saying, when you go bankrupt, all this stuff becomes public. And all your dealings suddenly are open to scrutiny. So if he was doing this, why would he, when he's funding this company and helping put all this money into it, why would he let it go bankrupt?
That's true.
His position is, Mark Cuban's is, this looks like he was defrauded. Steve Ballmer was defrauded by this aspiration group just as much as anybody else was. And he was a sucker, more or less. Not a sucker, but he got taken advantage of because he wanted to invest in this company. He thought it was a good idea. Turned out it was fraudulent. So Mark Cuban's defending his guy there a little bit. Either way, this is just a story to keep an eye on because I wonder, not just about the NBA, whether the league has a salary cap that we know of starting up tonight, right? I mean, would you put it past an NFL owner to look at possibly doing something like this too, where how strict the salary cap is there? How competitive it is to get players.
But I feel like that would be too hard to do in the NFL.
How would it be any different than this?
Because it would sound crazy. It would be like, who's the next quarterback to sign it? Let's see. C.J. Stroud. Be like, it's time for C.J. Stroud to get paid. Quarterbacks is making $250 million, and it popped up. Yeah, he's going to sign for $120.
No. He would sign for the max.
Which is what Kawhi did. And then, I guess there's no max contract in the NFL, right? So you can, but let's say if you found out a quarterback got more money than anyone, right? And then they
signed that deal, but then also they got an extra $20 million in endorsements 9 months later.
I don't understand why the owner would do that. We paying you the highest pay. Like, I need to give you more for?
Because maybe other owners are also offering things like that, and they're saying, yeah, I'm saying like
everybody talk about that, but if somebody's matching that or it's just about $1 or $2 million more, the player is more than likely going to stay with the team that he's already at because he knows the players there, he knows the staff, he knows the city. He ain't gonna leave. They'll say that they want to leave until it's like that deal pop up on the table, and they'll be like, you know what? Nah, actually, I want to stay. That type of thing.
We'll keep an eye on this because I do think we'll find out if more of this is happening in just the NBA, if it's spread to other leagues. But that's a very interesting little investigation by Pablo Torre there. Good job by him. How many people watch the Buckeyes beat Texas? Short answer, lots. I'll tell you exactly how many next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Still looking pretty problematic out on the roads this morning. We do have a disabled vehicle. We are still watching this all happening just south of Bexley. 70 that eastbound direction at Main Street. Right lane blocked out there, causing a little bit of delays this morning, so do be mindful as you step out the door. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
Get Eco.
Hey, Aaron, you know how we say eco plumbers, electricians, and HVAC technicians? Yeah? So, that makes for a lousy acronym. PHVAC. Doesn't work. Okay, but... So what if we change it to plumbing, heating, AC, and electrical? PHACE. Face. With a PH.
Get Eco.
No one is going to remember face with a PH. Call Eco today and ask for a face man with a PH. No one is going to ask for a face man with a PH. Sure they will.
Get Eco.
Besides, we spent thousands of dollars saying plumbers, electricians, and HVAC technicians. You can't just change it to face man with a PH. It could be big, Aaron. I don't think so. Would you rather I go back to inventing random household items and stop messing with your catchphrase? Yes, please.
Get Eco.
Eco plumbers, electricians, and HVAC technicians, not face men with a PH.
Hey, Central Ohio, it's Andrew from Home Team Solutions. And yes, we buy houses for cash the easy way. We've been buying houses for over 20 years, and we've seen it all. Whether you've inherited a property, you're behind on payments, the house needs work, or just want to avoid the hassle of listing, we've got you covered. No repairs, no clean out, no stress, just a fair cash offer and you pick the closing date. We've helped hundreds of homeowners sell fast and hassle-free, and we're proud to have 5-star reviews all across Central Ohio and an A+ rating with the BBB. If you're ready to sell your house the easy way, call Home Team Solutions at 614-962-SELL. That's 614-962-7355. Or visit us online at selltohometeam.com. Home Team Solutions, local, trusted, and family owned. Again, that's 614-962-SELL, 614-962-7355, or selltohometeam.com.
Hey, summer's almost over, and I'm sure you've been limping around on a bad knee, a hip, a back. Maybe it's a shoulder. It called the shots all summer long. Well, I'm telling you, you don't need to take that into the fall, and you definitely don't need to take it into 2026. The answer is here for you now. It's QC Kinetics right here in Columbus. I should know. I got it done about 5 years ago with my knee, and it has felt great ever since. It's natural regenerative medicine. They're not going to cut anything out of your body. They're not going to dull the pain. They're going to have their treatments restore and regenerate your body so your body can heal itself. Do what it is meant to do. No drugs, no surgery, no downtime, just a smarter, natural way to heal your body. So go check them out. Bring your MRI, bring your x-rays, QC Kinetics. You can set up your free consultation online at qckinetics.com/Columbus or give them a call at 380-208-4544. That's 380-208-4544. Be sure to check them out today.
Hey, you mind keeping it down up there, please?
KeyBank will meet you in that I need new neighbors moment.
Rick, it's your mortgage loan officer, Beth. I was in the neighborhood and wanted to let you know your home loan application's been approved.
Beth, you're always there for me, and not a moment too soon.
Are your neighbors bowling with grand pianos again?
And apparently raising livestock?
Ew. For every financial need, we'll meet you in the moment. KeyBank opens doors. Equal housing lender. NMLS number 399797.
Opening day of baseball is cool. The tournament's first weekend is amazing. Underrated sports day, the first Sunday of NFL football. So let's spend it together at the ESPN Bet Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus. Join On the Money and The Fan for a watch party for the Bengals-Browns game September 7th. Watch and place wagers on over 30 kiosks, contests, prizes, and oh look, little footballs. Must be 21 or older to enter. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
For years, you've been hearing us talk about the Newman Roofing difference, delivering nothing short of an excellent customer experience each and every single time, from the first phone call to the end of your project. But don't take our word for it. Take a listen to our friend John and his Newman Roofing experience.
Well, the first thing that drew me to Newman Roofing is the extraordinary Google score of 5.0. That was the first indication to me that this was going to be a good experience. Overall, the experience with Newman Roofing was wonderful. When I came home, the job was completely finished. The crew had cleaned up and left. I wouldn't have known that they were there.
What star rating would you give Newman Roofing on Google?
I would, without hesitation, award Newman Roofing a 5-star rating on Google.
Any advice for those looking for a new roof, John?
Once you have contact with Newman Roofing, you'll understand why everybody's giving them a 5-point rating.
Do what John did and schedule your free roof or siding consultation with Newman Roofing. Call 614-NEW-ROOF or visit online today at newmanroofing.com. Don't just get a new roof, get a Newman roof.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars, Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus.
Good morning, I'm Dylan Gonzalez. The NFL is officially back as the defending champion Philadelphia Eagles will face the Dallas Cowboys just 1 week after Dallas traded star edge rusher Micah Parsons. Coverage for this game begins after the conclusion of the Buckeye show at 8 o'clock right here on The Fan. The Cleveland Guardians were in Boston last night trying to avoid being swept by the Boston Red Sox. The Guardians scored 6 runs in the second, including a Gabriel Arias 2-run homer. Cleveland would go on to win the game 8-1. Unfortunately for the Reds, they lost to the Toronto Blue Jays again by a final score of 13-9. The Redlegs have the day off today, but will host the New York Mets for a weekend series starting on Friday. Cincinnati currently sits 5 games behind New York for that final wild card spot. This update was sponsored by Awaken 180 Weight Loss. We all love the word free, so does Awaken 180. Medication free, side effect free, and free support for life. Awaken180weightloss.com.
When Tyvis looks at Bone, he sees the future. Bald, fat, white. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
Let's talk about procrastinating. I do it all the time. It's not an ideal part of my personality, but maybe you too. You procrastinate. Maybe on lots of things you're actually really good about getting stuff done, but when it comes to your own personal health, guys, we usually are terrible at this. When you need to go get something looked at by the doctor, you've had a nagging issue, that becomes tough to deal with because you don't want to face reality. Perhaps that's erectile dysfunction. Maybe that's the thing that you've said, I got to do something about that, but I don't know where to start. Columbus Men's Clinic, that's where you can start. You can go online, columbusmensclinic.com, or you can give them a call, 614-300-7400. It is just to get the blood work done and get all the information they need on you, not just about ED, but also it might be a testosterone issue. It might be other things you're dealing with. You can find that out with Columbus Men's Clinic with the blood work, with that blood test that they do, $99 for the initial consultation, and they will find a plan that works for you and your budget. They're not just going to give you the same thing they give everyone that walks in there. They are going to find something specific for you. In fact, when I went to Columbus Men's Clinic, we talked about some treatments, and they said, hey, you might have thought you needed this over here, but what you actually need is this. And we changed up what we were doing because of it, a personalized approach. So don't wait. Don't procrastinate. Call them today, 614-300-7400, or always open, columbusmensclinic.com. You can do that right now. So the TV numbers are out. Tyvis is Mr. TV over there, working for Big Ten Network. I'm going to explain this to the rest of you like toddlers, because I know none of us who don't work in TV know this, but Tyvis already knows all these metrics. He's got this all down. This is old hat for Tyvis. Mr. TV.
Yeah, okay. You gonna stop that. I am the radio guy.
You are Tyvis Pal. That is a brand that supersedes football, sports, media, all of it. It is just Tyvis Pal.
I'm just the radio guy right now.
Oh, is that right? Okay. 16.623 million people tuned in to watch the Buckeyes take on Texas in the shoe. That is the most watched Week 1 game, according to Fox, on any network in the history of college football broadcasts that they've done, right? So not just on Fox, not just Big Noon. ESPN hasn't had a bigger opening. No one has had a bigger week 1 game than that Fox game.
I mean, to be fair, this was the biggest week 1 opener of all in probably the history of college football.
When you factor in that it's 2 top 5 teams, or what should have been
3 teams.
I know, right. But then it's that, and it's not just like Miami's a good brand.
Yeah, no,
LSU's a good brand. Clemson's a good brand.
2 biggest brands.
You couldn't draw up 2 bigger programs to get TV viewers. They both draw numbers no matter who they're playing. So yeah, I think all of that combines to make this a pretty amazing TV product.
I said, what did you say the game was last year?
What did the game do?
Yeah,
like OSU, Michigan?
Because I thought it was like...
Well, I had brought up in 2023, it was the most watched regular season game, and it was at 19 million, I believe.
I thought this would break it, but clearly it wasn't. It didn't.
So this is an interesting discussion, to me at least, because ESPN, right after these numbers came out, then ESPN was like, oh, here's our numbers, because they've spun it as we had more people watch ESPN over the course of the weekend than we've ever had watch any college football weekend ever, which good for them. That's a fine spin to put on it. Here's the reality. The Notre Dame-Miami game, which was a primetime Sunday night game, that did 10.8 million people. And again, that involves Notre Dame, one of those brands that just like Ohio State and Texas, I would say. Miami, I think, is in the next tier down, but still a very good, college football brand.
But that's like a historic, quote-unquote, rivalry
there's
to
that
Catholics
too.
and convicts.
Sure, there's that whole thing, right? Lou Holtz knows about that. That was back in his days, Notre Dame. But then you had Bama taking on FSU. That was the 3:30 game.
But like I said, Fox...
And they got 10.7 for that.
Fox did the right thing by putting it at noon, as much as we hated it.
Don't say that, Tyvis.
I kept saying
the mob's coming.
I don't... Listen, they made the right choice from a rating standpoint. It was the right decision. Because what did you say that? Who was the night game that was LSU and
Clemson?
And what was they?
10.4. 10.4 million.
See, that would have took numbers.
This one did 16.6 million at noon.
Yeah, that would have. See, them numbers would have came down a little bit.
That's a very interesting conversation because number one, you said it's the right thing to do. If you're talking about Fox, the business, doing the right thing for their business, of course it's the right thing to do. But I don't think most of us as fans are looking at it as Fox's bottom line. I don't care about Fox's bottom line. I care about what's good for the sport, right? What's good for me as a fan and what's good for the sport and what makes the atmosphere the best. Those are things that a lot of Buckeye fans care about. And here's number one, I think the point we have to deal with is that it's actually kind of a bad thing that Ohio State got 16.6 million at noon.
Yeah, because now they're going to put the rest of them.
If you don't like Big Noon, guess what? Like, that number being as massive as it was is something that will convince, whether you believe that to be correct or not, the Fox executives believe putting the game at noon got us 16 million. If we'd have put it at night, we would have been at 12 or 14. We wouldn't have gotten to 16, and that's why we're justified in doing this.
Well, all it means is if Ohio State's playing a big game, just assume it's at noon. That's what it is. We knew that. We knew that last year. We figured that out last year. As a matter of fact, it makes you want to schedule weaker opponents now so you can play at different times outside of noon.
Also, I want to be clear. I mean, I'm someone who's been the least. I don't have a problem with noon games myself. I grew up with noon games. Noon games to me are Ohio State college football. That makes sense to me. However, I also acknowledge that the amount of noon games they have had of late with these massive matchups where you don't even get one night game, I guess you're not going to get everyone to be a night game. I don't think that's, to me, that's not OSU football. But
who would you want at night?
That OSU-Texas game would have made absolute sense at night.
The remainder of the schedule.
Penn State night game would be absolutely.
Would you take Illinois?
Yeah, that'd be fine if they'll do that. But again, I don't think Fox is the one. Is Fox have Illinois? I don't remember. I don't know where that game's supposed to be. I'm just saying.
I don't think they announced it
But
yet.
the argument with that from Ohio State fans is that both those games are supposed to be on the road. So when it comes to the game atmosphere argument that they want to have, that if we had more night games that the atmosphere would be perceived better.
Penn State's here, right?
Yeah, Penn State's here. Illinois is away.
I meant, Illinois is away when he brought up Illinois.
Okay,
yeah,
right.
Illinois is on the road, Penn State's at home, but like last year it was a big deal that the Penn State game in Happy Valley was at noon.
Oh, they were showing up wasn't they showing up to boycott it or something like that?
People were mad about that in Happy Valley too. And I think this is the reality. Like, we have to have a conversation about what's good for us as fans and realize that Fox does not care about that. They don't give two bleeps about what's good for you or me as fans.
They try to hit them numbers.
And there is a segment of the crowd that's following all this, right, that thinks if you put it at night, they'd get 20 million. And what I'm here to tell you is I don't see that in these numbers. Clemson and LSU, it's not Ohio State, Texas, but it was still two very highly ranked teams, two big-time quarterbacks with storylines and everything you want. They had all the atmosphere you could ask for.
They only got 10.
Right. I'm telling you, like, if you put Ohio State and Texas there, it would have beaten that number. And I think that number would have been down. And maybe ESPN even moves that game because they're like, we don't want to compete with Ohio State and Texas. I don't think it gets more than what you just saw because there is a lot more competition at night for eyeballs. At noon, it's pretty much you're either outside living your life, or if you're inside watching TV at noon on a Saturday, you're probably watching because you're a football fan, and all the eyeballs were on this. But there are some who believe, no, if you put it at noon, it would have done 25 million. And I don't know where that's borne out by anything I'm seeing in the numbers. And unfortunately, even if that's right, though, that could be correct. Maybe there are like a hidden 8 million people who didn't watch at noon, but would have watched at 8 o'clock. I don't know. What I'm telling you is the Fox executives do not believe that. They absolutely believe that noon is the best strategy. Well, and numbers like this are bolstering their case.
They have a show called Big Noon Kickoff. So
yeah,
they want to have that feed right into the best show that they have.
That's right. And they want
the biggest game that they have.
They want to be at that game. They want to have all the atmosphere and then immediately go from we're in the stadium to now the game is on and just stay here with us and don't flip over to any. What other channels? You just stay on Fox.
Right.
That's their strategy. And I whether I agree with it or not, I don't personally think that the best thing for college football is to put all these games at noon. I think it's good to have big nighttime games. I think it's good to have Ohio State at night and then all these other teams can be at night too. Like I think that's good for college football. What I know is Fox doesn't care about that. They care about their bottom line. And
I mean, but
I don't know. I don't know.
You say that like, are they wrong for doing that? Like at the end of the day, that's what they're supposed to care about.
All right. NFL's putting commercials on Red Zone. That's for their bottom line. Are they wrong for doing that?
No,
but
I hate it.
But it makes you mad, right? And that's what it does for college football fans. It makes you mad that you don't have some of these matchups.
I understand.
Right, same here. But I think we can live in a world where we can say, I get why they're doing it from a business standpoint. I personally don't enjoy it. I don't think it's the best thing to do.
Well, if you look at all these games you mentioned, they all were on at different times. And the Notre Dame-Miami game on a totally different day. And I think that's what the TV networks is trying to do. They're not trying to compete with each other over viewerships of the big games. So what maybe needs to change is the way that the broadcasting is structured in college football. But as the way it is right now, it's like they're not going to want to compete with each other. It doesn't make any sense to them.
I know. Well, and on that point, Notre Dame-Miami, remember Ohio State wanted to get this game moved to Sunday.
Yep.
And Fox was willing to do it. And then what happened? Texas said, we can't. We don't want to. That's not fair to us. They whined and complained and moaned.
Next year when we play them, is it going to be a night game?
That'll be in Austin. I don't know if that's even, I don't even know if Fox, I don't know who gets that. If that's a Fox game or if, because it's SEC, I don't know if ESPN gets first dibs.
Well, that day ESPN going to get first dibs. And so then it's going to be a night game.
Yeah, probably. So that's what I'm saying. Like, but that game, if Ohio State would have played on Sunday night, do we think it would have gotten 16, 17 million? I'd like to think so.
Yeah. What was it?
It got 10 point. The Notre Dame Miami game got 10.4.
Notre Dame and Miami played.
It got 10 or 10.8. You think it? I mean, yeah, I'm saying like, do we think it does bigger than 16 million? I don't know the answer on that, but I'm telling you, like, you'd have to believe that they would find an extra 10 million people to go to 20 million, something like that.
I truly believe that Fox thought rather play it safe than sorry. Like,
of course they did.
And, you know.
Yeah.
So, noon, it was exciting. It was exciting. It was the first game. Like, everybody's going to tune in to the first game for sure. Like, or at least have it on.
Yeah, I know. It's all I'm saying.
By nighttime, everybody's going to the bars.
I'm saying on Sunday night, I don't know that it would have done a better number than it did at Big Noon. And that's where Fox, whatever you think on that, Fox is convincing themselves we did the right thing. And we're going to keep doing it. The list is coming up next. Worst coaches in NFL history. We'll do that next. T-Bone and Tyvis on The Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good morning and welcome to your wet Tuesday. We are noticing a couple crashes out there, but the rain we saw earlier, one of them being downtown 71, that southbound ramp to 70 westbound. We are still noticing a left shoulder blocked out there. Not too far from there as well, south of Bexley, we are noticing a disabled vehicle 70 eastbound at Main Street, where right lane is currently blocked. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
When it comes to protecting your business, whether it's your staff, property, or assets, don't make a crucial mistake by contracting companies that provide subpar and unprofessional service. What you need is a security partner known for their unwavering professionalism and unnatural liability. You need Event Risk. Event Risk is a U.S.-based, veteran-owned company that not only specializes in on-site guarding, but also offers armed security associates and executive protection agents. Event Risk, elite protection for your peace of mind.
Hello, my name is Eric Rose, CEO and founder of Event Risk Security Services. We are a U.S.-based, veteran-owned company providing protection services and consulting to Fortune 500 corporations, movie studios, celebrities, and high-net-worth individuals. If you're tired of fluff margins with low compensation for poor quality security officers and an endless revolving door of vendor staffing, then give us a try. For virtually the same cost, we can then address what keeps you up at night.
Visit eventriskinc.com.
Care Heating and Cooling. Honest technicians, honest pricing. Call 1-800-COOLING.
At Great Lakes Hyundai, the savings are so good.
Now at Great Lakes Hyundai, lease 2 Elantras for $222. That's right, lease 2 new 2025 Elantra SEs for just $222 a month for a 2-year lease. Both your new Elantras come with owner assurance and America's Best Warranty. A 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain coverage. In Columbus or Dublin or glakeshyundai.com. With approved credit, $39.99 down per unit plus taxes and fees. First month payment, 10K miles per year, ends 9/30.
Coffee, iced cap, refreshers. Tim Hortons has all your favorite beverages. And now you can get your favorite bite for less. When you buy any size beverage, add a baked daily donut for $1, a tasty bagel for $2, or a freshly cracked hot breakfast sandwich for just $3. So next time you order your favorite Tim's beverage, add something that satisfies your cravings and your wallet. The $1, $2, $3 menu. Only at your neighborhood Tim Hortons. At participating U.S. restaurants, must ask for offer in restaurant. Tax extra exclusions and terms apply.
Opening day baseball's cool. The tournament's first weekend is amazing. Underrated sports day, the first Sunday of NFL football. So let's spend it together at the ESPN Bet Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus. Join On the Money and The Fan for a watch party for the Bengals-Browns game September 7th. Watch and place wagers on over 30 kiosks, contests, prizes, and oh look, little footballs. Must be 21 or older to enter. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Dormar, your kind of hero.
When your furnace or air conditioner is broke, we come out that same day. Dormar, home the Tin Man.
Back to work, school, it's all happening. It's real life. Routine shouldn't be a bad word. How about winning rhythm? Losing weight every week with Awaken 180 and looking forward each day in every weigh-in. Fast results online at awaken180weightloss.com.
Rockman and Ice.
But I do want to know maybe the most famous person you have a picture with. I want you to think about that. Tiger Woods.
That's a tease. Oh,
that's
great.
Do
it
after the break.
Gosh darn it.
Rockman and Ice. Weekdays at noon.
Sponsored by Pella Columbus.
The Fan.
Hello, it's John Kozik, founder and president of TurboTrack Realty, and I buy real estate as is, fast for cash. Do you want to sell your property, however, you need a little help getting through the process? Let's say you have years of belongings in the home. It needs a lot of updating, you're overwhelmed, you might not be big on technology, and you may need help finding a place to go. I will help you. Maybe you've gone through a divorce or a bad breakup or a relative moved out. It's been hard, and you just want to take what you want and leave the rest behind. I will help you. Retiring and want to sell your commercial properties or land. I will help you. Sellers, whether you're selling as is or selling for top dollar, you're no longer alone. Visit us today at TurboTrackRealty.com or call me now for an all-cash offer and, more importantly, the help you need at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Scattered showers and some isolated thunderstorms for the morning, eventually becoming mostly cloudy. Wake-up temperatures will be in the 60s. And then for the second half of today, cloudy skies will turn into sunshine. Afternoon highs only getting into the low 70s. Overnight tonight, we do cool off with mostly clear skies and lows in the 50s. For The Fan, I'm meteorologist Meredith Garfalo with your 10 weather impact forecast.
T-Bone and Tyvis is sponsored by Prime Sports. Download the Prime Sports Ohio app today or visit online at primesportsbook.com.
Both of these men love the Browns. Also, both of these men hate the Browns. If you know, you know. This is T-Bone and Tyvis.
Wet roads out there this morning. Be careful as you're driving around. Brianna Albizu has all the traffic updates for you. She's going to pop in the studio coming up in the 8 o'clock hour. Talk about that and eating hot dogs and I don't know what else. We'll get into with her. But also, Mary Kay Cabot joining us next segment, 7:30. We will chat with the legendary Browns reporter who...
Hall of Famer.
Hall of Famer now, right. Yes, who had a good line about Bill Belichick during her Hall of Fame speech, which I very much enjoyed. But right now, it's time to talk about some coaches who are not like Bill Belichick.
The best, the worst, and sometimes even the dumbest. It's all here on the list.
Today's list, top 5 worst NFL coaches of all time. Tyvis, start me off with your top 5.
All right, coming in.
Worst 5, however you want to do this.
I'm going to start with an honorable mention, and that will be the great Urban Meyer. It's an honorable mention. You know, I love you, Coach. Love you. It's just the NFL thing.
It's NFL coaches.
It didn't go the way that you thought, you know?
No, it didn't go that way at all.
That's what it is.
Oh, no, it did not.
Gotta call a spade a spade. Number 5, I went with Matt Patricia.
Oh, wow. Just going right at the Ohio State coaching room.
I know. I felt bad just doing 2 back-to-back like that. But Matt Patricia, the things was bad in Detroit. The culture was bad. He got rid of a lot of his good players, and all the good players all said the same thing about how everything was just depressing, how it just wasn't going to work. He didn't have great relationships with everybody, and ultimately it failed, and we watched it fail. So number 5 for me is Matt Patricia. Number 4, I'm going Bobby Petrino. Bobby Petrino is out of his mind.
Yeah, he is. You're exactly right.
I've never seen, like, everybody else on this list got fired. He quit.
Oh, that was
mid-season, 13 games into the season
with Arkansas.
Yeah, to go back to Arkansas. That's horrible. Like I've never heard of nothing like that. Number 3, I went with Rob Marinelli because he was the first coach to go 0-16. Crazy. The Lions just had some bad times. Now these next 2 is personal.
Okay.
Number 2, I went with Hugh Jackson. Because for one era's 131, so there you go. And on top of that, he waived me. He signed me and then waived me. So there, take that. You 2 on my list. But number 1 for me, I went with Freddie Kitchens. And the reason I went with Freddie Kitchens over Hugh Jackson is because with Hugh Jackson, they were actively trying to lose games. Like they were trying to get the number 1 pick. With Freddie Kitchens, they had already went through all that, had all the talent, and he fell flat on his face. So to me, that's a terrible coaching job by him.
Yeah, I completely agree with you on that. He was god awful. Dylan, who's your top 5 worst coaches of all time in the NFL?
My list is very similar to Tyvis's. Number 5, I have Urban Meyer, not because of the on-field stuff, because of not flying back with the team, having viral videos coming out, kicking your kicker during practice. Like, come on, man, what are you doing? Combined with the on-the-field stuff, so I have Urban Meyer at 5. I have Bobby Petrino at 4 just because everything surrounding Bobby Petrino just seems like a not great human being and also a terrible head coach, combined with quitting on your team in the middle of the season. That makes you pretty bad. Number 3, I have Marty Mornhinweg, who coached the Lions in the early 2000s.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he won 5 games in 3 years, which is like almost the equivalent of being as bad as Hugh Jackson.
Pretty ridiculous that you would get 3 years when you already had 2 that were that bad.
And it might have been 2. And I'm pretty sure that he once chose to kick in overtime.
Oh,
yes.
Really?
Don't know why you would do that, but he once made that decision.
Okay.
Number 2, I have another Lions head coach, Rod Marinelli, that Tyvis also had because he went 0-16 and then didn't even have the opportunity to build on that failure.
Loved him, too. I was with him in Dallas. He was when I played for Dallas in that preseason. he was the DC at the time.
And then
good guy.
Number one, Tyvis, I hear your argument about Hugh Jackson, but when you go 0-16 and then follow it up with 1-15, when you just win one game in 2 seasons, like you just have to be there. You just have to.
I'm just telling you, he had no talent.
I understand, but I don't think one in what would that be 31?
1-31.
Yeah, would be acceptable under any circumstance.
I just want to read you guys.
They were actively losing. They wanted to get Myles Garrett, and they wanted to get. I think they lost that one season, and I think they went 1-15. They got Myles Garrett, Jabril Peppers, and David Njoku. Then the following year, they went 0-16, and they got Baker Mayfield and Denzel Ward.
Yeah, that's. I mean, I understand the strategy, but also, like you've always talked about, players and coaches are not the ones trying to do that. They can't help it. You're right. If you don't give them any players. Like Hugh Jackson didn't have any guys. I think that's totally fair. But I just want to read you a list of names very quickly before I do my list. Just 5 names right off the top of my head. Pat Shurmur, Rob Chudzinski, Mike Pettin, Hugh Jackson, Freddie Kitchens.
As long as it ain't Romeo Crennel.
No. Romeo was decent.
Romeo had him 10-6.
Yeah,
Did I ever tell you about the story when I met Romeo during my draft process?
No.
So he was sitting in this big room. We was at I can't remember if I was at the Combine or the Senior Bowl. We were sitting in this big room, and I seen him standing over there. And I walked over to him, and I said, listen, Coach, I know you don't know me from anybody, but I just want to say that the Browns ain't been nothing since you left. He started laughing, and he go, son, what is your name?
Oh, yeah.
And then I ended up playing with Houston when he was the DC there. And he was actually, he reminds me of the guy from The Crew. What's the manager for The Crew?
Wilfried Nancy?
Yeah, he's like him. It has to be poetic.
Interesting.
That's kind of how Romeo Crennel was.
I like that. That's good to know. My worst 5, although I could have just did the 5 Browns coaches I mentioned there. That probably would be a fine list too. I did have Urban on my worst 5. He is number 5. I have Bobby Petrino 4. Reminder that he coached 13 total games. And like you said, he left and supposedly left a note.
Yeah.
And I believe
I think they had just came out like 24 hours before he left. He said he was committed to this team and he wasn't leaving. And then boom, he
left to go to Arkansas.
Packed his stuff.
And I want to say his brother was on the staff, and his brother was like blindsided by it because his brother then comes into the facility and they're like, "What happened to Bobby?" And he's like, "What did happen to Bobby?" And then they're asking him questions and he didn't even know. So number 3 for me, I have. I'm going to go with Freddie Kitchens 3. I'm going to go with Hugh Jackson number 2. Number 1, though, and this is going back a little bit of ways, and Bengals fans, I'm sure, have been screaming at the radio that we haven't brought this guy's name up yet, David Shula. Now, David Shula was 19-52 as the Bengals head coach in the early 90s. He obviously is Don Shula's son, so, like, there's a little bit of nepotism going on there. It's like, hey, look, we could have... Actually, it might be a little more of an Arch Manning situation where it's like, hey, look, we've got the name. We don't know if we got any of the skill, but we have the name. We have a Shula coaching the Bengals. But here's the thing. He won less than 30% of his games. And he is the only coach in NFL history to win under 30% of his games when coaching more than 70 games. So for me, it's the longevity. And it does speak to the Bengals organization a little bit at that
30%
time.
30% win?
19-52. He was under 30% as a winning percentage. His winning percentage was like 288.
That's terrible.
So, yeah, do Hugh Jackson, Tyvis. Do his win percentage.
No, Hughes is worse. But here's the thing. No one got as many opportunities. David Shula got more chances to run an organization than anyone who was as bad as he was. So for longtime Bengals fans, I have to say, I think David Shula is as bad as any coach in the history of the NFL.
Speaking of Hugh Jackson, wasn't he the coach at Grambling State?
He was helping out there. I don't remember if he became the head coach, but I know he was like, he was a part of the staff there. There's a whole thing he was doing where he was helping out with a few different college programs. I think you're right. All right, we got to come back. 2 minutes away. Mary Kay Cabot joins us next to talk Browns. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Well, for folks in Upper Arlington, your commute right now is not looking too good. We are noticing a really big crash on 315, that southbound direction, right at Henderson Road. 2 left lanes are currently blocked, and travel times not looking good at 6 Miles per hour, definitely in those single digits. Want to make sure folks are taking it nice and slow on these wet roads that we're noticing this morning. Looks like, according to our traffic cam, that at least 4 cars were involved. One of them, the bumper, seems to be coming off. First responders still on scene this morning. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
It's always a good day at the Nationwide Children's Hospital Championship. September 18th through 21st at the Scarlet Course. PGA Tour's rising stars compete, Hub 13 drink specials, and more. Get free tickets today at ncc-golf.com.
At Kroger, you never compromise. You get high quality and low prices. Like you never compromise your meal with our spring salad mix that's guaranteed fresh. And you never compromise your budget with lower prices on over 1,000 items. Hand it to Kroger shoppers. You never compromise. Kroger. Fresh for everyone.
Right now, you can save on red, green, or black seedless grapes. They're only $1.49 a pound with your digital coupon. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Dear McDonald's, your breakfast menu, fire. 10s across the board. I could be happy with anything, even though I order the same thing every time. Thanks for not judging me. I'll try something new next time. Maybe.
For a limited time, you can enjoy a savory sausage McMuffin with egg meal, including golden hash browns and a small hot coffee for just $5. Price and participation may vary.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Score big this season with an MVP package from Lennox and Northland Heating and Cooling. Call today for your free estimate and special savings on Lennox products, or visit hvacnorthland.com. That's Northland Heating and Cooling, your Lennox premier dealer. Number 50821.
T-Bone and Tyvis is presented by Awaken 180 Weight Loss. Sign up today at awaken180weightloss.com.
Tyvis Powell is a legendary Buckeye. T-Bone loves to eat Buckeyes. And you're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
You can tweet the program at Bone and Tyvis 971. We are honored now to be joined by legendary reporter for the Cleveland.com plain dealer, Mary Kay Cabot, covers the Browns up in Cleveland. Mary Kay, thanks for taking the time. We appreciate it.
Sure. Thanks for having me, guys.
So Browns getting ready to start the season on Sunday. The mood in Berea compared to the last few off seasons. Any notable differences that you can look at, given quarterback situation, comfort level with different things? Where is that at for us?
There's a quiet confidence going on in Berea. I was looking up all of the rankings just yesterday, and pretty much everyone has the Browns ranked 31st in their power rankings. So I asked Denzel Ward about that. And he was saying, he finished the interview by saying, I think we can be special. And these guys don't see themselves as number 31. They don't see the over and under at 4.5. Now, of course, they're blocking out all of that noise, and they're not super focused on it or anything like that. But they plan on going out and winning some games and making some noise this season, and they are not buying into the horrible Browns narrative that's going on out there.
Mary Kay, I seen yesterday they had practice, and the only person that didn't practice was Mike Hall Jr. Now, we know Mike Hall was taken very high in the draft last year as a second-round pick. When do we expect to see him on the field this season?
Well, I would say maybe in a couple of weeks. I'm not sure he'll be ready for the Ravens next week, but maybe by week 3 he'll be out there. Maybe he'll surprise us and play against the Ravens, but I would say that it's maybe more like a couple of weeks while he continues to rehab from his knee surgery, and then he'll be ready to go. So he's coming along. We see him out there working hard. I've seen him doing sprints. I've seen him on the bike. So he's getting closer.
You had a report earlier this week that Quinshon Judkins, you felt like could be sooner than later that he'll join the team and that they'll get that deal done. What were some of the things that you saw that made you put that out there? And then also thinking from the internals of the organization, how much are they kind of anticipating some kind of NFL punishment for him while they're trying to get this deal done? Or those are kind of two separate issues, but how does all that factor into when we think he'll actually get on the field?
It seems sort of like more of a complicated issue that just doesn't involve one entity. It seems like maybe there's some league involvement, some NFLPA, agents, Browns. I think there are a lot of moving parts in this situation. So I think it's just a matter of everyone kind of putting their heads together and figuring out how this is going to go in a way that it works for everyone. So, information has been very, very hard to come by. on this situation, but I did start to get the vibe that the Browns were becoming a little bit more optimistic that they might see him soon. Obviously, it hasn't happened yet, but it's only Thursday. The game isn't till Sunday. Now, if he shows up today, can he still play? I think it's getting to the point where it would be difficult for him to play this week, but I guess stranger things have happened.
Mary Kay, before you got on, we were doing a list of the worst NFL head coaches, and you've been a part of the Browns for a while. I won't say who's the worst. I would ask you who has been the more disappointing, who had the most disappointing season as a head coach?
Oh, boy, that is a loaded question.
He's putting you on the spot today, Mary Kay.
I told them Freddie Kitchens, but they think it's Hugh Jackson.
This may not come as a surprise to you. There were quite a few Browns coaches that were kicked around for that topic.
I feel like you could only, them two like really comes to mind.
I'm gonna go with Freddie Kitchens because Hugh did not have a quarterback to work with at all. You cannot win football games without a quarterback. So I think I'm going to have to go with Freddie on this one. I mean, Hugh did have Baker for a while, but he didn't really even get to coach him. They turned things over to Todd Haley at that point. So I don't think Freddie did enough with what he had to work with.
Mary Kay Cabot, Cleveland.com, joining us on the Brian Heating and Cooling Systems fan guest hotline. Tyvis is taking a victory lap over that because he feels vindicated on your opinion. So there you go. That's why we asked. Get the expert opinion there. You talked a little bit about Baker Mayfield there. Speaking of quarterbacks, Joe Flacco is back in the building with the Browns. A lot of Brown fans are excited about that, rightfully so. He and Kevin Stefanski seem to have a pretty good connection, understanding of what each other wants to do. Question, obviously, is for most Browns fans, there's an anticipation that he won't be the only quarterback playing this year. If I put the over-under on guys who start for the Browns in a game at quarterback this year at 2.5, would you take the over on that or the under if you had to guess?
I would take the over on that. I would take the over because I do think that they want to see Dillon and Shador. So, yeah, I think that you'll see 3 and maybe 4 quarterbacks start a game for the Cleveland Browns this season. And if you just look at the last 2 seasons, they had 4 and 5. So I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility that they will end up having 4 start a game this season.
How many games is enough, though? Like, we say that they need to play a lot this season, but how many games do you think it takes to be able to assess, like, all right, this guy can be the quarterback moving forward, or we have to go get somebody next year in the draft?
I think with those 2 first-round picks next year, I think they have to go get a quarterback next year in that rich class, because even if Dillon starts 8 games or 9 games or 10 games or whatever it turns out to be, I still don't know if that's going to be enough to definitively answer if he is their quarterback of the future. I think that's a very, very difficult thing to pin down. And I think that when you have those kind of assets, 2 first-round picks, and that kind of a quarterback class, I think you have to spend it on a quarterback. There's nothing else of that much value in the first round that you would want to spend those picks on. It's an investment when you draft a quarterback, because if you end up with with multiple good ones, you can trade one. So I certainly think that that they're going to have to go out and find themselves a quarterback next year, even if Dillon lights it up this season.
One last thing for you. You had your Hall of Fame speech, which we all got to see. I thought it was really great. I enjoyed watching it. It was a very moving moment there to see all the history, the stuff you've been a part of. But the line you had that went viral about Bill Belichick, when you wrote that down and you had that kind of in the hopper that was going to come up, did you have any idea that would go quite as far and wide as it did?
No, not at all. And it's so funny because, of course, I'm in the media. I have social media. I use social media. I know the power of it. I know how things go viral. And yet I just didn't expect that was going to reach the masses in the way that it did. I don't know why I didn't think about it like that, but I just really didn't. And it's funny because my daughter, my 24-year-old daughter, she works in New York City and does a little bit of stand-up comedy up there. And she wanted me to read my speech to her. And I did, a couple days beforehand. And I was like, do you think I should deliver that joke? And she said, absolutely, you have to. She said, it's going to kill, as they say in the comedy world. So I took her advice, and it worked out pretty well, actually. No, it was fun. It was all in good fun. It was just a joke.
No, of course, but that's good advice from her, because I thought that was that's the highlight of the moment. It kind of shows your personality too. That I'm here, I'm talking, I'm covering the sport, but also I'm going to let you know what I think about it, and I'm not going to take anything from some of these guys, which I thought was a very good message as well. So yeah, very fun stuff for us, and we got a lot of mileage out of it here. So that was a lot of fun for us. So, Mary Kay, thanks for the time today. We appreciate it. We'll talk again soon, okay?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, great. Thanks, guys.
There you go. Mary Kay Cabot, Cleveland.com, all on the Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems fan guest hotline. We come back. Red shirts could be a thing of the past in college football. We'll talk about it next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Hey there, we are noticing a new crash over on the east side for folks in Pickerington this morning. It's all happening on State Route 204 at Day Springs Way. That's mile marker 1.7. Expect lane closures in both directions. I'm 10 TV's Brina Albizu with your Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by BMI Federal Credit Union. Voted Best Credit Union for the past 7 years in a row by CBUS Top Picks. Visit BMIFCU.org to learn more.
Men, the summer is here. Longer days, warmer nights, and romance in the air. Intimate dinners, walks on the beach, dancing in the moonlight. But if you have erectile dysfunction, you know it can ruin romance, both for you and the one you love. This is Jeff for Tri-State Men's Health. And if you have ED, don't let another summer go by without getting treated. Because intimacy is one of the greatest things in life. And fear of not being able to perform should not be something you have to deal with. At Tri-State Men's Health, we're ED experts. We've successfully treated tens of thousands of men. Our protocols work when others don't, and we have treatments that are effective in well over 90% of cases. You could even last up to an hour or more and perform like you haven't in years. So call us. Your initial appointment is only $99 and includes blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. Call 800-900-9654 or go to tristatemenshealth.com.
IKEA is celebrating 40 years of making home dreams possible in the U.S. Visit us in-store September 3rd until the 23rd for limited-time offers and experiences, like our Ortianta streetwear collection, our new Tilvercott furniture, daily chances to win gift cards, and more. Come celebrate 40 years of meatball-fueled shopping, brave attempts at our Swedish names, and the inexplicable need for stylish modern design. Offer valid September 3rd through September 23rd, 2025. U.S. only while supplies last. Selection may vary. See store and ikea.us.com for details. Restrictions apply.
At Baths R Us, we believe home improvement is life improvement, and that starts with the team who brings your vision to life. Our installers aren't just skilled, they're experts.
This is who we are. This is what we do all day, every day.
Right now, get $1,500 off a shower or tub replacement, or $3,000 off a full bathroom remodel. Plus, low to no monthly payments. Call 380-225-BATH to schedule your free estimate, or go to bathsrus.com. 380-225-2284. Baths R Us, where dreams soak in.
Scotty Vegas here. Smartest bet of the season? Bet on yourself. I needed a weight loss plan that fit into real life. Tailgates, road trips, kids' nights, and still lets you eat. Week 1 with Awaken 180, I was down 6. By the end, 45 pounds gone. That's with wings, chili, meatballs, sausages, all the good stuff. It's the tailgate transformation. Structure, coaching, and food that tastes like a win. Make the smart play. Start your tailgate transformation at awaken180weightloss.com.
You hear that? That's the sound of Pepsi Zero Sugar, the better tasting, more refreshing Zero Sugar Cola. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Let your taste decide.
The Columbus Zoo invites you to follow the footsteps and the tales of animals from around the world. Explore our newest region, North America Trek. So what are you waiting for? Get your tail to our trails only at your Columbus Zoo.
What's the best way to make sure you don't miss any of your favorite fan shows? Oh no. Download the Fan app, silly.
Ah, damn it, I knew that.
App Store, Google Play, or just scream right at your phone. Psst, you can also listen to Buckeye games. Do it now.
Hey Central Ohio, it's Andrew from Home Team Solutions, and yes, we buy houses for cash the easy way. We've been buying houses for over 20 years and we've seen it all. Whether you've inherited a property, you're behind on payments, the house needs work, or just want to avoid the hassle of listing, we've got you covered. No repairs, no clean out, no stress, just a fair cash offer and you pick the closing date. We've helped hundreds of homeowners sell fast and hassle-free, and we're proud to have 5-star reviews all across Central Ohio and an A+ rating with the BBB. If you're ready to sell your house the easy way, call Home Team Solutions at 614-962-SELL. That's 614-962-7355, or visit us online at selltohometeam.com. Home Team Solutions, local, trusted, and family-owned. Again, that's 614-962-SELL. 614-962-7355 or selltohometeam.com.
All your favorite fan shows are available when you want them.
Head to 971thefan.com and hit that subscribe button.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination. Your home for football, food, and fun. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
Our thanks to Mary Kay Cabot for coming on with us last segment. We appreciate that. If you missed the interview, you can go find it wherever you get podcasts. Just search T-Bone and Tyvis. It's right there for you. You can just find it on any podcast app that exists. Just search T-Bone and Tyvis. Click on it, save it, like it, follow it. It'll come to your device every single day, all for free. It's all there on your favorite podcast app, T-Bone and Tyvis. By the way, coming up next segment, the return of one of my favorite things. And I'm very much looking forward to this edition of the Tyvis eating segment. Not only do I have Oreos with Reese's peanut butter cream in the Oreo, but I also have the reverse of that. I have Reese's peanut butter cups with Oreo flavoring and Oreo pieces in them. Yes.
I wish I was a cheater because I would Google the price. But I don't want. I'm an honest guy.
Why are you so? All it is trying like an Oreo and a Reese's cup. These are. I'm not
because
asking you to eat like.
It would be no better feeling than to see you have brought these two things, because usually it's just one. But because you brought two different things, it'd be no better feeling than to go 2 for $2 on guessing the price, so I didn't have to eat either one.
I just want you to know that
Have you tried this?
No.
Oh, you haven't?
No, I'm waiting for this segment. Dylan, actually, because I bought him on...
Dylan, did you try it?
I bought him Tuesday night. And then I told Dylan when I got in Wednesday morning, I said, I think I'm going to save this for Thursday. And he said, oh, I was hoping we could do it today because I've been waiting to try it.
I threatened to quit.
Yeah, he did. And I go ahead.
So y'all should be actively rooting for me to get it right, so y'all can have more.
There's enough for everyone.
Well, trust me, there's plenty. I have 3 of these king size Reese's Oreos things like back there. So you can have this whole thing if you want.
Oh, you're too kind.
I'm going to make sure you have.
Even with your stomach the way it is, I'm still going for this. Huh?
I'm eating whatever I want. Yeah, I'm great.
For the sake of the bit, I haven't tried mine yet, but I've been tempted many times this morning to go ahead and just open the packaging.
I know.
When the bit starts to be like, oh, by the way, I already ate it.
It don't bother you that it's 7:47 in the morning.
No, it doesn't.
Why would this
time is relative, Tyvis?
I hear you.
I know what's going to happen. You're gonna lose. You're gonna have to eat this thing, and then you're gonna grab your stomach and go, "Oh my gosh, I'm Tyvis Powell. I can't handle eating like a piece of candy at 7:45 in the morning." And then we're gonna have to play this music. It's NFL season. Tyvis Powell is out with a stomach injury.
You know what?
It's called being weak in the stomach area.
My stomach isn't weak.
Yeah, it is.
You know what? To go back to our worst coaches thing, I know that was a couple of segments ago.
That's fine. We can go back to it.
This Topanga's top third.
This is in the YouTube chat. So don't even bother asking how that gets started.
Oh, my goodness.
That's an inside joke from afternoons when I was there with Common Man. And, just go ahead. It's fine.
Anyways, he brings up a good point. He gave his list of the top 5 worst NFL head coaches. And his number 3 guy, Adam Gase.
Adam Gase.
Yeah.
Man.
He was bad.
When I tell you that was a colossal failure.
Yeah, with the Jets, right?
He had like the weird eyes or
Adam
something.
Gase's eyes.
Yeah, that's a great pull by him.
Yeah, that was where he was standing on the podium, right? And just kind of like looking all around and like, yeah, there was something.
You know who gives me his vibe?
Oh, well, I don't know. I have my answer.
Oh, you know who.
Is it Mr. Jacksonville?
Yes.
Liam Cohen?
Yeah,
100%. Yeah, that was 100% an Adam Gase moment from Liam Cohen, the new Jacksonville Jags head coach.
I can see him. It's a world where he could be like Adam Gase. And,
100%.
And like really just...
You know who else was trash in the last 5 years?
Oh.
That we didn't even bring up on the list, but we could have. Nathaniel Hackett. Remember that dude? Went out to Denver.
No, you know who else was trash?
That then, like most coaches are so nice. They'll after it's like, well, I don't want to say anything about the previous regime. Remember Sean Payton came in and was like, I'm going to take a blowtorch to this guy's undercarriage. That guy sucked. This place is awful.
Now? Was he at the Jets still?
He had to grow at some point, wasn't he?
He was with the Jets because he was with Aaron Rodgers.
Because he's Aaron Rodgers' boy.
Yeah.
Right. And then they didn't get Aaron Rodgers and it didn't work out. And like I'm talking about the Broncos. He didn't have Aaron Rodgers, but yeah, he's always been attached to Aaron Rodgers. I don't know. Is he with the Steelers now? I
was going to actually say it was going to be Josh McDaniel as the head coach.
He also was not good.
Nathaniel Hackett is back in Green Bay as a defensive analyst.
There you go.
Dang, he ain't even on the offense.
No, they just said, sorry. Why don't we try something else out? You've watched a lot of football. You know offenses. How about you help the defense out?
Getting a check. I ain't tripping.
So Vanderbilt could be putting an end to red shirts if you believe that this lawsuit will work. And I don't want to rule out that it could work because the NCAA, every time they get sued, people are like, this will never fly in court. And then the courts are like, actually, we agree with what these people are saying. Langston Patterson and Issa Watara, they are two players for Vanderbilt who said that they are leading a class action lawsuit against the NCAA over the redshirt rule, basically saying the rule right now is, what do you have, Tyvis? 5 years for 4 years of playing time, but you have 5 years to be eligible. That's all modified if you get an injury or if you get a COVID year or whatever, but in general, it's 5 years to play 4 seasons.
Yes.
And they are saying, well, if I'm eligible for 5 years, why can't I play for 5 years?
Mm-hmm.
And what do you think the number one driver is for this? Name, image, and likeness. They said.
I mean, they not wrong. But the thing
you're limiting my opportunities
that's not
to
true.
make money.
That's not true.
Why is that?
Because you're getting paid. You get paid to come here.
Right, but they're saying, all right, if I'm paid to be like, if I'm a recruit and you pay me $300,000 to come here, but if I'm the starting linebacker and I'm leading the country in tackles, and I can't do that because I'm redshirting. Like, theoretically, their argument is I could get more money if I'm playing because then my name is bigger and I'm a bigger star and all that.
That's very true. That's very true. I don't have no pushback on that. That's a legitimate point.
All right. Well, then, see, if you were the ones judging this, then you would say, all right, done. Red shirts are gone. Because then the NCAA, their case would fall apart, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it doesn't matter, though. Like, it doesn't matter because the red shirt rule is you could play in like 4 games or something before.
Well, right.
So, like, you get to play. If you go out there and ball in 4 games and then they say, yeah, you know what, I'm going to just red shirt.
Well,
I feel like that happened with one of our players.
Jeremiah Smith.
No. Dallin Hayden. I think Dallin Hayden did that.
Yeah, because he was, I remember when he came in, it was he was a big, should we or shouldn't we play him?
And then he got in, he was good, but he only played like 4 games and he took the red shirt.
Well, and see that their argument, I'm guessing, I don't know their legal argument that their lawyers are making, but I'm going to guess something along the lines of that they would bring up is, yes, and imagine if you did play those 4 games and you were awesome, and then you're artificially limited by staying on the bench because you basically have to either burn their red shirt and then you don't have the 5 years of eligibility anymore. You only have 4. So the argument would be, why can't you have 5? If you're that good, but you're not good enough to go to the NFL, that's this weird world that we're in, right? Where you wouldn't be good enough to go get paid in the NFL, but you would be good enough to get starting money for an NIL deal. If you could get a 5th year, why wouldn't you? You know, and why would you need? Why if you could good enough? So again, I don't know. This is a very limited group of people that would be able to play as a freshman and get NIL money, but would not be good enough to then leave after 3 or 4 years to go to the NFL.
That's why to me it's kind of irrelevant because if you playing as a true freshman and making plays and you starting to get all this NIL money, that means you only playing 2 more seasons. Like I
would think
that's like Jeremiah Smith coming out and saying, you know what, I'm going to stay for all 4 years. That's probably not
5,
unless he has some type of significant injury, which I hope that's never the case.
Well, but even then, for players that have that, you get a medical red shirt. How many times have we seen a player where it's like this is his 7th team that he's played on because
back when COVID happened, it was dudes that
you can add the COVID year in.
A tight end from Miami that had
played
he
was on like year 7 or 8.
Yeah.
No, I think he's more than that. I think he was like 9 or 10.
I'm blanking on it was a smaller team. I don't know if it was Albany, but it was one of those type of schools that was playing a much bigger school. And whoever it was, they threw a touchdown pass. And on the screen, you'd have to look this up, Dylan. I'll have to go find it in the break. They said the quarterback threw the pass because he's like a 7th-year guy, and he threw the pass to a dude who, when the quarterback started playing college football, the receiver, who was a freshman, was in like 5th grade.
I think it was 7th grade. I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah.
See,
it was such an age gap, and it's like, we do have that.
It's done. Like, it's over. It's not going to happen for you.
See, what I thought when I first heard about this was like, do we want this as fans? Like, we have players that it seemed like, your Bo Nix, your Dylan Gabriels, that it seemed like they played for forever anyway, and they had all these games started. Do we want to add 15 games to their college careers? Yeah. And then also, if you translate this to basketball, I feel like that's the sport where you feel like, oh my God, this guy's still on this team.
Yes.
And I feel like it's more prevalent where you have guys like that aren't going to the NBA that are good enough to play as freshmen. Like, think of someone like Aaron Kraft.
Guys that could win multiple championships in college and just stick around, right? Or who are like that level of talented, but they're never, because they're measurables, they don't go to the NBA.
Right.
Because like Aaron Kraft was probably never going to work out as an NBA player just because they look at his measurables and say, sorry, we're not interested.
Yeah, but he started and contributed a lot as a freshman all the way up to his senior year. Like, can you imagine like other teams in the Big Ten be like, man, Aaron Kraft is still on the Buckeyes? Holy smokes. Like, that would be the perception.
Like that. Yeah, absolutely.
But why would you? I mean, I understand why you would want to. If they pay nowadays, if they paying, I mean, yeah, but like you got to know in your mind, like, yeah, this is probably it for me. Like, I'm not going pro.
Yeah. But I mean, again, I get why they want this. And honestly, as a fan, I don't care. Let's have some guys who are playing for 8 years.
I just don't feel like people are going to utilize it as much. Like,
probably not. To your point, not in football.
It's not even going to be a thing.
In basketball, I think it would get utilized a lot more, and maybe in other sports too that I'm not as familiar with. All right, that's all irrelevant. Because next, we're doing this. That is next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good morning. We are still closely monitoring a crash downtown. This is at 71 southbound ramp to 70 westbound, and already busy intersection. A left shoulder still blocked this morning. We've been watching this one for the past 2 hours or so as well. Travel time still pretty slow in this area. Lots of red on our time saver traffic map. 15 miles per hour for your commute here. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
Game on, week number 1. It starts now, and every touchdown brings you closer to a payout with DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. It's not just football, it's first-time touchdown fireworks, anytime TD rushes, and live bets that ride every momentum shift. At DraftKings, every play is your next shot to win. Your season, it starts now. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use the code THEFAN971. That's code THEFAN971 to get $300 in bonus bets instantly when you place your first bet of $5 or more. Plus, over $200 off NFL Sunday Ticket from YouTube and YouTube TV in partnership with DraftKings. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus. Ohio only. Eligibility restrictions apply. Bonus bets expire 7 days after issuance. See sportsbook.draftkings.com/promos. NFL Sunday Ticket offer for new subscribers only and auto renews until canceled. Digital games and commercial use excluded. Restrictions apply. Additional NFL Sunday Ticket terms at youtube.com/go/NFL Sunday Ticket/terms. Limited time offer.
At Kroger, you never compromise. You get high quality and low prices. Like you never compromise your meal with our spring salad mix that's guaranteed fresh. And you never compromise your budget with lower prices on over 1,000 items. Hand it to Kroger shoppers. You never compromise. Kroger. Fresh for everyone.
You can save big on 6-packs of Coca-Cola, Pepsi, or 7-Up. Select varieties or buy 2, get 2 free with your card. Limit 8. Kroger. Fresh for everyone.
Wow, that nagging joint pain, you know the one. Sometimes it's from maybe years of hard work. Sometimes it's just an old injury that never healed right. I know I've got plenty of those. Either way, it's been calling the shots in your life for far too long. But that stops right now. Hey, Bobby Carpenter here, and QC Kinetics is here in Columbus to flip the script. Dr. Walkoff and his team are going to use regenerative medicine, just like I got, advanced cellular treatments that will help your body heal itself. It's going to restore the damaged tissues. It's not a cover-up for it. It's not pills, it's not scalpels, it's long-term lasting relief. So you don't have to operate your life around the pain anymore. QC Kinetics, no surgery, no drugs, no downtime, just smarter and natural ways to heal your body. Make sure you bring your MRI, bring your x-rays. They'll tell you if you're a good candidate. The consultation is free. So just call QC Kinetics at 380-208-4544. That's 380-208-4544. Or visit them at qckinetics.com/Columbus.
I'm Leslie from Pella Columbus.
And I'm Wilson from that other window place.
Wilson, we've got a problem at Pella.
I like where this is going.
Because of Pella's reputation and quality, a lot of folks assume that we're out of budget.
Oh, I hate hearing.
But we've actually got 5 awesome window lines that fit any budget, from the $300,000 to the $3 million home, and far from the most expensive.
So you actually don't have a problem. Awesome.
Get the windows that Columbus homeowners rated the leading window brand at PellaColumbus.com.
Opening day of baseball's cool. The tournament's first weekend is amazing. Underrated sports day, the first Sunday of NFL football. So let's spend it together at the ESPN Bet Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus. Join On the Money and The Fan for a watch party for the Bengals-Browns game September 7th. Watch and place wagers on over 30 kiosks, contests, prizes, and oh look, little footballs. Must be 21 or older to enter. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Buckeyes. The 2025 football season is here, and that means 3 things: football, game day, and smooth Jameson whiskey. Whether you're catching the game at home, at your neighborhood bar, or soaking up the team spirit at a tailgate, Jameson Ginger and Lime and Ohio State Athletics are a winning combo. So cheers to making game days even better with the official whiskey of the fans. Jameson, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. Taste responsibly. Jameson Irish Whiskey, product of Ireland. 40% alcohol by volume, 80 proof. Copyright 2025, imported by John Jameson Import Company, New York, New York.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. If you're a sports card fan like me, you've got to check out Midwest Cards in the Arena District, right outside Nationwide Arena. These guys are true collectors themselves, and they've built a shop that lets you experience card collecting in a whole new way. They've got sealed boxes, packs, single cards, signed memorabilia, and plenty of TVs in their lounge. Yeah, they have a lounge. And don't forget the card bar, where you can open packs while you have an adult beverage. It's awesome. Stop by Midwest Cards today and tell them T-Bone sent you.
Hey, Bobby Carpenter here. After retiring from professional football, I never expected that me, Bobby, I'd have low testosterone. So I went to my friends over at Affinity. I got my labs done, and now I've been on a testosterone replacement plan with Affinity for 8+ years. Best of all, they've supplemented it with peptides and lots of other great products. Learn why me and thousands of men trust the experts at Affinity to feel their best. Get more energy, better workouts, feel like yourself again. And do not waste another day. Get started at feelgreatcolumbus.com today.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus.
Good morning, I'm Dylan Gonzalez. The NFL is officially back as the defending champion Philadelphia Eagles will face the Dallas Cowboys just 1 week after Dallas traded star edge rusher Micah Parsons. Coverage for this game begins after the conclusion of the Buckeye show at 8 o'clock right here on The Fan. The Cleveland Guardians were in Boston last night trying to avoid being swept by the Boston Red Sox. The Guardians scored 6 runs in the second, including a Gabriel Arias 2-run homer. Cleveland would go on to win the game 8-1. Unfortunately for the Reds, they lost to the Toronto Blue Jays again by a final score of 13-9. The Redlegs have the day off today, but will host the New York Mets for a weekend series starting on Friday. Cincinnati currently sits 5 games behind New York for that final wild card spot. This update was sponsored by BMI Federal Credit Union. Enjoy lower rates than the national average, plus a special rate on balance transfers with a Visa Platinum or Visa with Rewards credit card.
The only contraband hiding in Tyvis's butt cheeks is a Kit Kat bar. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
How fitting. I guess it's going to be a Reese's bar today.
Oh, don't worry. We got a lot for you coming up. Brianna Albizu's going to stop it at some point this hour. Our 10 TV traffic reporter. She'll be to tell you about what's going on with the weather. I forgot to put her microphone and headphones in this last segment because I was distracted by the food. We have a lot of good things to eat in here. And all I've been hearing from my co-host the last 5 minutes is just how awful Reese's and Oreos and all that stuff is. How terrible it is.
I've never said that now.
Oh yeah, you don't seem like you don't want any of this. You don't want no part of this.
I mean, it's not at 8 o'clock in the morning. I don't. This is something that you try at noon.
Let me set the scene for the rest of what we have coming up today. One, it's the first day of the NFL. All right, let's not bury the lead here. We have tonight, you're going to hear it here on the Fan. You're going to see it everywhere else. Cowboys at the Eagles.
Who you picking?
I'm going with the defending Super Bowl champs.
That's such a homer pick.
I'm not a homer for the Eagles.
Dallas.
Really?
I'm telling you, Dallas gonna win this game, and it's gonna give all the national media the ammunition it needs to talk about them for 16 more weeks.
Is this a part of the script?
I was going to say, yeah. Is that what's happening?
I don't know what this script stuff is speak of.
I just out of curiosity, is that something you want to put a wager on? Where I don't know.
I'm trying to look up the odds.
Are you giving me the plus 8.5?
No, you said they were going to win.
What?
You didn't say.
What do you mean?
You said they were going to win.
I can't get the 8.5?
Yeah, how about this? If they win tomorrow, if the Eagles win, you have to eat a honey bun. If you're right and the Cowboys win, I have to eat a honey bun. How about that? That seems like
I feel like that's not a punishment.
That seems like someone doesn't believe in what he's saying about the Dallas Cowboys. That's what that seems like. All right, it's time. We've been delaying too long. All right. The segment that we love, Tyvis Eats a Thing Maybe.
Please, let me guess this price.
Here's what we have for you today. A Reese's Oreo king-size Reese's Cup. Now, I bought this at Walmart. So tell me, these are the prices I have for you. $1.97, $2.39, or $2.99. What is the price that I paid for the Reese's Oreo king-size cup at Walmart?
This is a special edition. I'm going to say $2.99.
You know what? I should probably hit that off, and then I can do this in its full, unadulterated glory. I got this for $1.97.
Really?
This Walmart candy is cheap. Brianna Albizu just walked in, 10 TV traffic reporter. Are you aware that now Tyvis has to eat?
I know.
So, we have a Reese's Oreo. This is if you want one, you can try one. These are Reese's cups with Oreos. The look on your face says yes and also no at the same time. If you're going to come in here, you got to eat.
I know. Well, good morning, guys. It's funny. I'm noticing it on Tyvis's little desk area. And why are they still there? What's going on?
Wait, first of all, he has
no desire to eat
I have two options up here. I thought we would do it both.
Let's do them both. That's fine.
When he wants to eat them both deep down, that's fine.
I get it. That's fine. Well,
I would enjoy eating them afternoon.
No,
when you're supposed to eat it.
Strict over here.
The whole reason I want to try this is because it's Reese's in an Oreo cup. And then we have the Oreos with the Reese's. So it's like we're just getting half and half. It's like when Coke and Oreo did a thing. They had Coke-flavored Oreos and Oreo-flavored Coca-Cola, and I had to have both of them at the same time to see which one was better.
I mean, the Reese's and Oreos make sense. I just have made a face because I'm not big on chocolate and peanut butter together.
That's fine. That's fine.
Just me, but I'd still try it. I mean, come on. Oh, look, he's unraveling.
All right.
I was just getting ready.
All right, here, let me ask you this one.
Now.
So Oreos, the Oreo with the Reese's filling, Tyvis. Now, I bought a box of them. You see the box. It's like a collector's edition, all that.
We talk about the full package of them.
Yes.
Okay.
Was it $3.90? This is, again, also at Walmart. $3.97, $4.88, or $5.39. Again, $3.97.
There's no way that they was $5. Let me tell you that now.
Okay.
What you say? $4.88.
$4.88 or $3.97.
I'm gonna try that $3.97. Was it $4.88?
Yes.
Come on, I knew that one.
Oh, yes.
Well, you should have said something. You should have
It's
said.
your guess.
Yes.
Your guess.
All right,
I'm doing
Tyvis.
the LeBron right
Did
now.
you try it yet, Dylan?
No, which one are we eating first? I want to do it as a
Let's eat the cup first.
Okay.
Oh, is it Reese's or Reese's? Can we start that debate?
Oh, it's Reese's.
Okay,
Yes.
all right. I'm just saying.
Of course. All right. Brandon, I think this is going to be on you to talk.
You don't want to
before
join
whatever
in
else.
on this?
Where I see the Oreos, but I'm left
T-Bone
out
got
here.
an extra one
Why do you
over
have
there.
all of them?
Look at me. You know why he got them all.
So mean. Stop it. All right. I'm right there with you guys.
All right. So there's a lot of Oreo in this, but I'm still getting mostly peanut butter.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not getting a ton of Oreo flavor. I'm getting crunchiness from an Oreo for the Reese's cup, but That's fine. I'd eat that every day.
I feel like this.
It doesn't taste like an Oreo.
I feel like it's good, but like I would really enjoy this.
Stop talking about what time of day it is. No one cares. It doesn't matter. You're on
the
now.
sun isn't out. We're inside. Don't worry about the time. It's relative.
I don't understand. See, I'm someone who says I hate breakfast for dinner. And my reasoning on this is because no one ever does dinner for breakfast. Because I say, let's have a burger for breakfast.
Don't
Why
say
not?
no one.
Oh, well, you're on
People
my team.
do it. They put a burger and they put eggs.
Burgers, really, Dylan?
I'm just saying,
steak and eggs.
why not? I'm just saying I can't go to a pizza. Most pizza places aren't like, oh, yeah, we're open at 7 a.m. for breakfast crowds. Like,
Maybe
they don't
they
do
should
that.
be.
They should be.
All right, let me try this
A
cookie.
breakfast pizza? You've heard of that?
Yeah, I do like a breakfast pizza. That's good.
The Reese's Cup, this might be a hot take. This might be the greatest thing I've ever put in my mouth.
Oh, you really like it that much, huh?
You out of line. You
The
better
Oreo
watch
crumble
yourself.
in it just adds so much. I needed some crunch with my Reese's Cup.
Did you only get one?
But
I'm about to eat my second one. Unless you're about to eat the cookie, I will pivot.
Yes, put it down so I can eat the cookie.
I already ate the cookie.
Of course you did.
We got a minute and a half till the segment
You
ends.
Houdini'd it. It just disappeared.
Let's see, I need one.
I took a bite and I put it down.
That whole cookie is gone.
Oh, don't worry. Trust me, I can do that.
What did you think of the cookie then?
Cookie's good. Cookie is exactly what I want. Reese's filling in an Oreo. I like peanut butter in an Oreo, so I'm all about this.
So better.
The cookie,
Better,
the cookie, the Reese's is better than the cookie.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know why.
I'm on the opposite end of the spectrum. The cookie is trash.
Yeah. The cookie weak.
I can't even tell that it has Reese's filling
What
in
are
it.
you talking about?
Actually, I agree with Dylan.
I
on
can't
that
taste it. It's not there. It needs to be stronger.
Well, now I've learned I can't trust either of your food takes for anything going forward because I like this Oreo a lot. This is good. Brianna, I know you said you don't like peanut butter and Oreos together.
Yeah, I think that the Oreo is better because you taste more of the balance with it.
No.
The Reese's is good, but it's just, you're right. It's just like the crunch that you get. I don't really taste the Oreo
The
part.
balance in the
So
cookie
it's-
is non-existent. I don't know
really
what
what you
you're
want.
talking about.
I want the cookie more than I want the Reese's Cup.
We had you on and haven't asked you the most important question.
I know.
You went to Dime a Dog night. You said 3 is the max. What condiment are you using?
So ketchup, I don't like a lot of condiments. I can honestly eat a hot dog by itself too. So
Same.
that could be
I'm
a
like
wild
that too. Yeah, I can do that.
That
No
could
problem.
be a wild take. Yeah, it was an interesting sight. I was just not used to, that was my first Dime a Dog, as you were mentioning. So I have never seen so many hot dogs on a single tray before.
Oh,
but
yeah.
it makes sense. I think it's like 5 hot dogs per visit per person. So people just stack it up.
It's a max. You only
Well,
can
at
get
a time.
five.
At a time.
Oh. So you
They
can
won't-
come back
Okay.
per visit. So 5. So everyone's just racking them up. You know, they're with friends and stuff. So it was just piled on. And I was like, what? So
Now they didn't.
it was a lot.
They didn't always have that rule. I'd like to think me and my buddies in high school, and we would go to the old Cooper Stadium where we would go down on Mount Street and go over there. You could just walk over with a 5 and just like eat like kings. And we, like 5 of us would just take a $5 bill and say, we're good. And each of us got 10 hot dogs. We're just walking out with piles of hot dogs.
Yeah.
So
You know what's sad? You saying that like with a smile, like this was a proud
I'm
moment.
reminiscing.
10 hot dogs, T-Bone.
It's a really happy moment for him.
It was. It wasn't like every day. It was once in a while.
10 hot dogs, T-Bone.
Yes.
And one in like one.
You know what I am
ball game.
capable of. You've seen what happens when Arby's had 5 for $5, and I put that to bed, no problem. All right, so today we've had a little bit of wet roads. Have we seen a lot of traffic issues out there?
It's kind of crazy right now. I'm still constantly looking at our ODOT app here and the maps, different things like that. We have a couple things going on. There's a crash on 70, that eastbound direction over on the west side. We have something that popped up over by Westerville. So if you're taking 71 southbound by 270. But the main thing I've been talking about, thankfully it just cleared up. I just saw on our map, but 315's been kind of crazy. So we had a crash on Henderson Road that involved like 4 cars.
Oh, yeah.
okay.
Baker was just telling me about this.
Yeah, it's like super crazy. It was like 4 mile per hour drive time. So like it's single digits out there, and it extended. So from Henderson Road, which is like by Upper Arlington, it went all the way up towards 270 and 315.
Oh,
so
yeah,
we're
that's-
talking all the way towards like Powell.
Yeah, it's bad.
So it's been pretty bad. Like I said, it just cleared up, so that's pretty good. But I would definitely just take alternate routes, 270, 33, wherever you can, honestly.
Long as 71 is clear, because I got to get out of here. I got to get to Cleveland.
Northbound, right? Northbound?
Yes,
Okay,
yeah.
you should be fine northbound. Southbound's the problem.
I also have breaking news, Tyvis. I already ate all 4 Reese's Cups. In the
Oh
king
my
size.
gosh.
Yes. There we
That's
go,
not
Dylan.
healthy.
He's judging you right now.
I told you, Dylan's a fat kid in a skinny body. He's a fat kid in a skinny body, and I'm fine with that. Good for him. I'm just a fat kid in a very fat person's body.
You know what? Next time we do this, rice cakes.
Oh,
Rice with almond butter?
Yeah,
with almond butter and fruit?
No, that's a fail.
We should have you guess how much this rice cake
Also,
with butter on it is.
Can I talk that like all the cookie crumbs that we have on the set right now are ridiculous?
That's okay. Common Man's going to come in the afternoon, just lick it up with his tongue. He'll be fine. It'll be
Got
good.
it.
Brianna, we'll let you go and do the traffic here in like 30 seconds. So we'll let you go do
Thanks,
that.
guys.
Thank you for coming in. When we come back, Lou Holtz continues to take little shots at Ryan Day. You will hear what the old man who used to coach Notre Dame has to say next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good morning and welcome to your Thursday. We are still following this really big crash for folks in Upper Arlington. Do be mindful here. If you are taking 315 in that southbound direction at Henderson Road, make sure to pack the patience. 2 left lanes are blocked out here because of this crash. Travel times looking at 6 miles per hour, single digits, folks, in this direction. Looks like at least 4 cars were involved. First responders still on scene this morning. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your Fan traffic.
Then you are under siege. From the minute you hit adult hood, stress, bad sleep, junk food, screens, pressure, it all chips away at your testosterone, your energy, and your confidence. But no one tells you that. And no one tells you the benefit of screening early when you're younger. Research has found that maintaining optimal hormone levels prevents severe men's health issues later in life. At Columbus Men's Clinic, we fight for you. The tired dad, the high performers running on fumes, the gym grinders, the man whom online pills have failed. This is for every man, young and old. Forget pills from apps or emails. You need a real medical provider, a clinic that'll fight like hell to get you back in the saddle. Guys, the future is local. Real clinics, real specialists, real answers. Testosterone results in minutes, not days. Columbus Men's Clinic's friendly staff is on standby, ready to tackle your ED, your low T, and enhance your life. Call right now, 614-300-7400, or go to columbusmensclinic.com. Columbus Men's Clinic, making it happen.
Don't sweat it. Call Care Heating and Cooling, and we'll fix your air conditioner fast. 1-800-COOLING.
IKEA is celebrating 40 years of making home dreams possible in the U.S. Visit us in store September 3rd until the 23rd for limited time offers and experiences, like our Ortianta streetwear collection, our new Tilvercott furniture, daily chances to win gift cards, and more. Come celebrate 40 years of meatball-fueled shopping, brave attempts at our Swedish names, and the inexplicable need for stylish modern design. Offer valid September 3rd through September 23rd, 2025. U.S. only while supplies last. Selection may vary. See store and ikea.us.com for details. Restrictions apply.
I can't wait to meet her. Oh my gosh.
Put your hands together for new Dr. Pepper Blackberry and Dr. Pepper Blackberry Zero Sugar.
There she is! Woohoo! Yeah! It's full Dr. Pepper!
With sweet blackberry flavor!
Dr. Pepper Blackberry, I'm obsessed with your succulent taste. Please marry me!
No! Marry me! Marry me or I'm gonna freak out!
Try new Dr. Pepper Blackberry.
It's a pepper thing!
Truck drivers, have you been searching for a more reliable driving job? Get the paychecks and predictability you need as a Schneider driver. Schneider's large selection of driving jobs means you can get the home time that suits your schedule. Choose from daily, weekly, monthly, or sometime in between. Plus, Schneider drivers have access to great benefits with a 401k match and a 24/7 support team. Get the keys to a better driving job. Search openings near you and apply now at schneiderjobs.com.
It's always a good day at the Nationwide Children's Hospital Championship. September 18th through 21st at the Scarlet Course. PGA Tour's rising stars compete, Hub 13 drink specials, and more. Get free tickets today at ncc-golf.com.
Dormar, your climate hero.
When your furnace or air conditioner is broke, we come out that same day. Dormar, home the Tin Man.
In the old days when people lived to be 40, you only had one option for listening to your favorite show. But now, ooh, baby, radio, podcast, the Fan app, and YouTube, ooh, just to name a few, live or on demand. You have no excuses. The Fan.
And now, Public Education Matters with Ohio Education Association President Jeff Wensing.
Labor Day is not just a day off work or school. It's a celebration of the American labor movement, of working people who organize, take action, and bargain to make this country run. From the assembly line to the classroom, working people built this nation, and our solidarity is how we protect what we've built and win what we still deserve.
Public Education Matters, brought to you by the Ohio Education Association.
The Ohio Lottery's new $5 scratch-off Win Big has a top prize of $100,000. And with the Ohio Lottery app, all non-winning tickets can be entered into a My Lotto Rewards second chance promotion to win Cleveland or Cincinnati football tickets or even a trip to football's biggest game. And that's more exhilarating than a cooler of sports drink dumped on you. So exhilarating. Win big from the Ohio Lottery. A celebration waiting to happen. Lottery players are subject to Ohio laws and commission regulations. Play responsibly.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Scattered showers and some isolated thunderstorms for the morning, eventually becoming mostly cloudy. Wake-up temperatures will be in the 60s. And then for the second half of today, cloudy skies will turn into sunshine. Afternoon highs only getting into the low 70s. Overnight tonight, we do cool off with mostly clear skies and lows in the 50s. For The Fan, I'm meteorologist Meredith Garfalo with your 10 weather impact forecast.
T-Bone and Tyvis is sponsored by Prime Sports. Download the Prime Sports Ohio app today or visit online at primesportsbook.com.
Every time Tyvis laughs, take a drink. Just kidding. You'd be dead in 30 seconds. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
Hey, hillbillies, country music fans, rednecks of all shapes and sizes. Guess what? I have an update for you. The 9th annual Buckeye Country Superfest has been announced. It is Saturday, June 13th, 2026 at Ohio Stadium. Now, Buckeye Country Superfest always brings in some of the biggest and best country music stars of all time. Dylan, our producer, used to work for the Hillbilly Station back in the day. So I want to see, Dylan, if you know these bands, and Tyvis, if you know these bands.
You know, I stand no chance.
All right. Opening act, Caitlin Butts, Let Her Live. Then after that, I'm starting in ascending order. So that's like the first band you're going to see on the stage. Then Flatland Cavalry. All right. Good.
You heard of these people so far, Dylan?
Yes.
Okay.
That's
Flatland
crazy.
Cavalry will headline at places like Kimba and sell out the joint.
Yeah, they're big time.
Okay.
Sierra Farrell on the bench. Sierra Farrell, my gal. Anyway, or they, girl, hi. I don't know who they are. Anyway, Sierra Farrell, Let Her Live, Them Live, whoever. Then next we have Lord Huron. I do know Lord Huron. I like Lord Huron.
Never heard of them.
Lord Huron, good.
If they were Lord Erie instead, would you know who they were?
No.
Yeah, that would be the one in Cleveland, Lord Erie. The Red Clay Strays, big time band.
Yes, actually.
Big time band. But here's your headliner.
Jelly Roll.
No.
That was last year.
No, they already did that. They've moved on to bigger and better things.
Kenny
Saturday.
Chesney.
No. A good call, though. Saturday, June 13th, Ohio Stadium, Tyler Childers, headlining Buckeye Country Superfest.
I feel bad that
He's
I don't
good.
know. No.
Oh, he's good. He's like real country.
So I think their strategy, with him and the Red Clay Strays, is like they have cult followings. They might not be mainstream.
No, they have cult followings, yes.
Their fans are going to go see them no matter where they're at.
Lord Huron was just here over the summer, and I think sold out Kemba as well. Like, they're a big deal, too. So if you haven't seen Lord Huron, they're very good.
And I'm sure all these people are a lot cheaper than the jelly rolls and the Cane Browns that they brought in last year.
Hey,
so
that's fine. They'll sell out the joint, though, because they will get a lot of people out to this.
Better overhead for the people over at the shoe.
Perfect. So pre-sale access, you can register now, BuckeyeCountrySuperfest.com. Tickets are on sale a week from this Friday, September 12th at 10 a.m. Next week, spoiler alert, we will be giving away tickets right here on the show. So check that out. And Tyvis, maybe you and I will go together and go check out some of these bands we don't know.
No, we going moshing. That's what we doing.
Well, we can do that too.
You don't do that at a country show.
Well, then,
You can, I mean.
You can if you want to.
Maybe try. Get a circle pit going.
The vibes aren't right for that.
Was it Travis Tritt? It was a good day. Was that his song?
A great day to be alive.
Yeah, that's right.
I was about to say, no, that's Ice Cube.
You're right. But you know what? They're very similar songs because they're all just singing about like different things that happen to them.
What's the song you talking about?
Travis Tritt has a song where he's like, it's a great day to be alive. And he's like singing about all the things he likes that happened in his life.
I'm going to listen to it on my way up 71.
And the Ice Cube, today was a good day. Like, he's singing about all the things that are happening in his life. It's very similar.
Ice Cube more sings about it was a good day because all the bad things that didn't happen to him. Right. Travis Strait is more grateful
he's
for the
actually,
things he has.
right. Yes, but either way, you're putting on a smiley face for the day and you're enjoying it. I'm saying it's very similar and yet very different in many ways. All right, Lou Holtz. He's been to the shoe, I think. Yeah, he was there because he was coaching Notre Dame back in the day when they got trounced in the shoe by Eddie George and Terry Glenn and all those guys.
He also was on Woody Hayes' staff.
Of course, that's right. Of course. He coached at Ohio State. How could I forget? Lou Holtz, though, was asked, he was on Dan Dockage's program, which is called I Said Lots of Stupid Things and Finally Someone Noticed. Anyway, that's his if you want to go check it out. Lou Holtz said that he doesn't think Ohio State, they're okay.
But you remember me telling you, I don't think Ohio State's a great football team. I know the schedule is very, very good, but when you're at home and you're outgained by well over 100 yards, you just can't look at it and say, okay, we're great. We won the game. Everybody look, they are 1-0, and that's the objective they had going into that game. But they're not a great football team. I would not be overwhelmed about facing Ohio State, although I was surprised that they lost Knowles, their defensive coordinator. I thought there'd be a big drop-off on their defense, but Ohio State's defense played outstanding football.
So I'd like to know from Lou Holtz who is great in college football right now. I know it's only one game, but
he'd say Notre Dame.
Why? Why specifically would he say Notre Dame given how their last game just went?
Because it's Notre Dame. Yeah,
but that's well, then he's just, I don't know why we're listening to him then. I don't know why anybody listens to him, to be honest, so that's fair. Meredith Garfalo's popping in. Hello. Did you?
She won
We're talking on the radio. I hear the door creak open, and I'm like, well, who's walking in? And I see it's Meredith, and then I hear the tiniest voice say, I want an Oreo. I guess we should have put him outside. That's great. I'm glad it's what, like, my usual fear is when I hear that, it's going to be someone who's armed, who's like, hi, I've taken over the building, and now this is the last broadcast you're doing. Thankfully, that wasn't it. It was Meredith. So that's good. All right. So anyway, Lou Holtz, he doesn't think Ohio State is great. He also was asked about Ryan Day.
No, I tell you what, Ryan Day could be Ryan Day. He do whatever he wants. I did write him a congratulatory letter, but I never heard back from him. I'm sure he can write, but in any event, he did not answer the letter, but that's his alternative. He's got a good football team, and he's obviously a good coach. He's a good recruiter. He's a good coach. He can handle his staff, etc. You look at his one-loss record, it's really tremendous. But let's not get overwhelmed because the Big Ten doesn't have that many great football teams in it this year. Yes. But we'll find out.
There we go.
That's messed up.
No great football teams in the Big Ten.
Like, is he out to lunch?
Yes.
Does he live under a rock or something?
I don't know, man. I think at some point the whole Ryan Day, Lou Holtz thing has now turned into where Lou Holtz is just looking for any opportunity he can, I guess.
He do know his 6 Big Ten teams in the top 25?
Yeah, I don't know. He doesn't know that. Because he's probably not aware that, like, Oregon is in the Big Ten. You know what I mean? That's probably news to him. Because he's not paying attention.
I would have been like, listen, old man, you out to lunch.
To his defense, sometimes I'm not aware that Oregon's in the Big Ten.
Yeah, I know.
Like when UCLA and Utah played over the weekend, I was like, oh, yeah, Pac-12 matchup. And I was like, oh, that's not a thing anymore. Never mind.
Well, I don't really want to claim UCLA.
No, the term you're looking for is ass. That's what the A in UCLA stands for. They are bad. By the way, if you want to hear more Lou Holtz, it's on Dan Dockage's podcast. Again, it's called Bobby Knight Hit Me with a Chair, and I Still Love Him. So enjoy that. All right. What else do we have? Oh, I was going to say we already did the list. That was top 5 worst coaches of all time. You threw your guy Urban Meyer under the bus.
I didn't throw him under the bus. He was an honorable mention.
You said he sucked. I threw him under the bus, too.
I call a spade a spade.
You said Matt Patricia sucked, too.
It didn't go well.
That's right. You know what? Ryan Day's going to write you a letter about how that shouldn't have happened. Shouldn't have said that about Urban.
It's the truth.
Wouldn't be the first one he's written. A bunch of ball players got suspended by Major League Baseball yesterday. I'll tell you why next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Well, we are still noticing some busyness out on the roads this morning. After some of the early rainfall we had, we are noticing a new crash, this time over in Groveport or southeast corner. That's on 270 in that northbound direction, just past Alum Creek Drive. A right lane blocked right now, and delays are building this morning. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by Buckeye Lake Marina. Sail into savings at Buckeye Lake Marina before the year ends and find the boat that's just right for you. Visit BuckeyeLakeMarina.com for more.
Mornings can start feeling the same. Wake up, brush teeth, go to work. But with breakfast from Wendy's, it's like, wake up, brush teeth, Baconate with a breakfast Baconator. Roll with the sausage breakfast burrito. Buddy it up with a honey buddy. Or get seasoned with seasoned potatoes. And then go to work. Sorry. When you're ready for a fresh wake-up call, gotta be Wendy's.
At participating U.S. Wendy's during breakfast hours.
Hey, Columbus, it's T-Bone for Window Nation. Now is the best time of year to buy new windows. Whether you have old, drafty windows or maybe just the cheap builder's grade ones your house came with, September is the perfect month to protect your home against another cold, snowy winter. And right now, Window Nation is offering their most popular offer. Buy 2 replacement windows, get 2 for free. Plus, you won't pay any interest, monthly payments, or down payment for 2 years. You heard that right. Window Nation gives you the option to pay nothing until 2027. Are you a Buckeye fan? Well, when you replace all the windows in your home, Window Nation will also give you 2 free tickets to an upcoming Ohio State football game. With Window Nation, you get top quality windows from a trusted company, and it's all at a reasonable price because they know replacing windows is an investment, and they want to make it affordable for you. Don't miss Window Nation's most popular offer. Right now, buy 2 windows, get 2 for free. And remember, you'll pay nothing for 2 years. Hurry, Columbus, this sale won't last forever. 866-90-NATION or visit windownation.com to get your free quote.
T-Bone and Tyvis is presented by Awaken 180 Weight Loss. Sign up today at awaken180weightloss.com.
One of these men is bald and fat. The other is T-Bone. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
All right, big stories of the day in case you've just woken up and you're not sure what's going on. NFL season starts up tonight. Cowboys and Eagles. Buckeyes drew 16.6 million people on Big Noon Kickoff, which is both good and bad. Good because it's the Buckeyes and the power of the brand is strong. Bad because Fox executives are going to be like, yeah, that's a great idea. We should do that more, not less. What else? We just played you Lou Holtz yelling at Ryan Day.
The list.
We did the list today, but I don't know if that's news. We just did a list. We said things. Oh, yeah, and the Kawhi Leonard stuff where the Clippers are getting him a fake no-show job to pay him over the salary cap, which is fun.
That's what I hear most of Tyvis's jobs are.
Is that right?
Someone just pays him to do nothing.
Yeah, I wish that's called me hitting. That's called me hitting his Powerball.
Is that still a thing? Has no one hit that?
It's up to $1.7 billion.
Oh man.
Yeah, apparently no one hit it last night, which is good because I forgot to play it yesterday. So now I have a chance to go play it and hopefully win the Powerball.
I mean, I purposely would rather go buy a McChicken sandwich than have a chance at the Powerball, but that's just me.
Well, why can't you do both?
I mean, trying to be
balling on the budget,
financially savvy. Yeah.
You can get one McChicken for
what is it, $2 for a ticket?
Yeah, and it's like $1.29 for a McChicken. So then you get.
Well, if you go to Cleveland, you can get you the hot and spicy.
Wow,
that's a game changer. Actually, like that, it'll make you look at a McChicken like, ugh, what is that?
Do you eat that after 2 p.m.?
The McChicken?
You're insane.
The hot and spicy?
Yeah, that's insane.
When I eat a hot and spicy McChicken, it's usually around 2 p.m.
Oh, that's an insane time to eat.
Can you guys use your
See
power?
how weird that sounds?
Can you guys use your power of influence of bringing food items back to bring that sandwich to the Columbus market?
Listen, the McDonald's people should know by now, both Tyvis and I fully support the spicy McChicken sandwich being available here because that would also, I think, mean that you could get a breakfast biscuit at some McDonald's that do that. with the ones that aren't stupid? Because you can go. I've been to some McDonald's where I'm like, can I get a chicken biscuit? And they're like, absolutely. We have McChickens. We have biscuits. I slam them together. Done. And then I went to one the other day and they were like, I don't know what you're talking about. We don't have McChicken biscuits. We have McChicken and biscuits, but why would we put them together?
You know what? Speaking of food, I'm supposed to be doing a pull the pin week where Common Man is supposed to suggest food for me.
When are you doing this?
I have no idea. I haven't set it in stone, but I probably should do that so I can get it out the way so I can then try to lose the weight.
Why wasn't, first of all, how dare you? Like, why not me do your pull the pin? I'm your friend. I work with you every day.
Because you already got me pulling the pin, eating Reese's and stuff, and cookies and stuff like that. This is a meal. This is like one meal. I'm going to let him pick one meal
I thought you said it was a week. Oh, so a meal.
For a day, for a week.
You know what? In solidarity, I'll eat whatever he prescribes. So I'll do it too.
The
I'll
5 for 5. You are.
I will also support the both of you and eat whatever.
Yeah, that's good, Dylan.
I just want him to know that the 5 for 5 is not a thing. I'm not.
They don't have it at Arby's.
I'm not doing that.
Yeah, you're not paying the 5?
No, I ain't paying the 5.
So I saw this Rocky starter Kyle Freeland is not getting suspended, although a bunch of other dudes did. So this was a game between the Rockies and the Giants. This was a couple nights ago. If you didn't see this brawl, it was Rafael Devers, who of course came over there from Boston earlier in the year. He hits a home run, and apparently he looked at it, which... How dare you stare at your own home run for a few seconds? Now, I watched, because the initial clip that was out there, it doesn't show what Rafael Devers did. It just shows the reaction afterwards. I found an angle of it that shows Rafael Devers leaving the box, and he does like what any modern baseball player does. He looked at it for a few seconds, flipped his bat to the moon, and started trotting to first base. Didn't really do anything other than that. Nothing egregious. Well,
I never understood why that comes off as disrespectful.
Well, Rocky starter Kyle Freeland, who is a pitcher, which, reminder, people talk about, oh, these guys are divas. This player's a diva. The biggest divas in all of pro sports are Major League Baseball players and specifically starting pitchers in Major League Baseball, and I will die on that hill. But Kyle Freeland, because he's a diva and a whiny baby, looked at Rafael Devers hitting one to the moon and said, how dare you, and started cussing him out. So then Rafael Devers started cussing him out, and before you even knew it, like there were dudes in the bullpen who were like, no, F this guy, and they ran out, and it was a fight. And before those two could even get close to each other, other players were throwing punches.
So they was waiting on this moment. Somebody popped it off. You know,
Yes.
back when you're out there ready to fight, you waiting on somebody to just get it going. Just somebody start it up, and we'll finish the job.
Exactly right. So Major League Baseball announced that it handed Freeland an undisclosed fine. The pitcher, he got fined for his actions in the brawl, but he did not get suspended. However, two Giants, shortstop Willie Adames and Rafael Devers, both were fined, and then I believe it was Matt Chapman who threw the punch, Giants third baseman. He got suspended for a game and got an undisclosed fine as well. So,
it was actually punches being thrown.
Dude, that's what I'm saying is, and it was crazy because it wasn't necessarily the guys who initially started it. It was bad. It was a big fight.
Yeah, it wasn't a typical baseball fight, Tyvis. It was a real one. Like Jose Ramirez, not quite to that level, but
no, it was a good fight.
I love, usually it's like a little, in sports, it's just like a pushing thing.
Right.
It's a shoving match. And I'm like, no, we gonna do it, then we gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was a time where I played, when I was in San Francisco, right? I forget who we were playing. I can't remember who we were playing, but our safety, Marcel Harris, who actually, you remember Seven Banks that played here? That was his brother. Anyways, Marcel was, he had made this tackle, or I guess he had ran into the quarterback on the sideline. So, every time that happens, everybody always circles the guy and starts this, hey, get off my quarterback, blah, blah, blah. And there's a lot of chirping that go on, right? So Sherm goes running over there to, try to help him out of the situation. Next thing I know, Sherm is out there throwing punches.
Oh.
And gets ejected out of the game. Oh. And as he's walking past me, I just look at him in disgust. And I said, bro, You are like 31 years old. What are you doing? What are you doing? He said, well, I went over there to help Marcel. So you knew that they weren't going to throw no punches, but you just wanted to get it going.
See, I think that's where Matt Chapman was in this. If you go watch the video, he was like, oh, I'm ready to fight someone. I don't care who it is. Because he ran out of there and started throwing haymakers. And I'm kind of surprised that there weren't more suspension from this because it got pretty crazy. And it did the whole thing where
now I just see a shoving match.
They got to, well, right off the bat, there was a punch thrown. And then they separate everyone. And then it's back again. They all got back together. This thing lasted quite a few minutes. You know, though, I was looking through all the names for the Rockies. You know who didn't get suspended?
Warming Burnable.
He was good. I don't know if he's injured. I don't know what's going on, but he didn't get suspended. So that's nice.
Every time I see something like it, just tells me a lot of people in sports is all bark and no bite, man. It's
a lot of people in life, Tyvis.
I'm not about to shove you. We gonna do it. We gonna throw these hands. Like somebody hitting the campus. Like that's gotta happen. Like somebody's going down.
No, I think you're right though. A lot of people they want
this is a waste of time. We just gonna sit here. We're gonna waste 10 minutes shoving each other for what? Like that's we gonna do it. Somebody need to get suspended. Let's go ahead and we gonna do it. Let's go all the way. That's the one thing my mother taught me.
You know,
she said if you gonna do something, don't just do it half. You go all the way. You do it all the way.
There's people like me that said if someone says hothead's better than Chipotle and they say it to my face, I'll fight them on sight. And Baker literally opens the door and says it right to my face, and I forgot that I even said that. I was like, I didn't say that. I don't know what you're talking about. No thanks.
By the way, Andy sent us this on Twitter. We've been eating Oreos this morning because we had the Oreo Reese's combination, and Tyvis had to eat one. I ate a few. Brianna Albizu had one. Dylan had one. I thought they were good. Some of you guys thought they were bad. Anyway, this is an article that Andy sent us from Forbes that says why Oreos are as addictive as cocaine to your brain. And it's got a whole bunch of science about how the sugar and everything else is like engineered to make you want those as much as cocaine. So I will say I didn't know I had that addiction, but I do. Also,
you got an addiction to Oreos?
Oh, I could eat Oreos with every meal.
No, I'm good. Like,
I love Oreos.
So you one of them people that just can't eat one. That's like a potato chip. You can't just eat one.
No.
I just did it.
Yeah, I know you did because you didn't want to even eat the one. I'm saying I would eat 4 of them, not even think, and then go, am I hungry? That's how I would go. But I do like the double stuff. Now, the double stuff is where it's at, and I hope that Reese's has a double stuff Oreo. That's the next thing I want. I'm also glad that Oreos don't cost as much as cocaine because then I probably wouldn't eat them as much. Yeah. Maybe they should make them cost that much.
It's a rich person's drug, so.
I wouldn't know.
Me either.
Neither would Coach Prime. He's never been high.
That's right. Yeah, although he found out they have a tradition out there in Colorado in the second quarter. It involves lighting up. It doesn't have anything to do with cocaine, but it has something to do with a little bit of weed. All right, we come back. It is time for the buzzer. We will talk with Eric Reeser next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good morning. We are still following a couple of crashes out there because of some slick roads and wet conditions with the rainfall we saw earlier this morning. One of them happening over on the west side. There's a crash 70 eastbound at Wilson Road. A left lane still blocked this morning. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
Joining us on this episode are real Spectrum customers, Monique and Greg. We hear your family is a big fan of Spectrum.
Family of 4, we have about 18 devices last time I counted.
2 teams require a lot of speed. Everything they do is online.
There's gaming, there's streaming. Spectrum is perfect for us. I mean, it just seamlessly connects all our devices with lightning speed.
Sounds like Spectrum is really committed to keeping you connected.
It's amazing.
Stanley spent his life in the saddle, wrangling whatever life threw at him. But nothing prepared him for the fight against low T and ED. Shane practically hunched him over. Bonbon pills just gave him a headache. He begged for a lifeline.
Well, maybe it's over.
Columbus Men's Clinic said no. Medical conditions, old age, there's hope. This is about real treatments. Science, not one-size-fits-all guesswork. Columbus Men's Clinic was designed for men who hate going to the doctor. Personalized plans, cutting-edge treatments, overseen by an actual medical provider that takes the time to listen. With low T and ED treatments others only dream about, we fight like hell to get you back in the saddle. Because every second you wait, your condition could worsen. Act now. Don't let time slip away. Dial 614-300-7400 or go to columbusmensclinic.com. Your consultation is only $99, including blood work. and you'll know your tea level before you leave. Columbus Men's Clinic, making it happen.
From the first one born in the USA to the tens of millions that followed, from the American highways to the NASCAR race days, more people have counted on their Camrys than any other car for over 23 years. And now, Camry is even better. It's all hybrid all the time to be more efficient yet powerful, with available all-wheel drive for the capability to go wherever you want to go in style and comfort. For the latest offers, go to Toyota.com and make your own history. Toyota, let's go places.
This just in. Hot off the bench press. Planet Fitness has expanded strength equipment. Save $28 or more when you join today. We're raising the bar with these benches. And our hack squat will have you actually looking forward to leg day. Plus, we're still repping all the best-in-class equipment we've always had. There's no better time to get stronger. So join Planet Fitness today and save. Just $1 down, $15 a month.
Offer ends September 12th.
See Home Club for details.
Right now in Washington, there's a fight going on to make life more affordable and bring back American jobs. Some play politics and some want to get things done. Senator John Husted is cutting through the noise, putting Ohio first. The new tax bill delivers for working families and helps small businesses hire and grow right here in Ohio. Tell John Husted, keep fighting for Ohio families and small businesses. Paid for by Senate Opportunity Fund.
Join our resident gambling degenerates Dave Biddle and Scotty Vegas for On the Money Sunday morning at 9.
Presented by ESPN Bet at Hollywood Casino Columbus.
All the action, none of the responsibility. The Fan.
Dear McDonald's, your breakfast menu, fire. 10s across the board. I could be happy with anything, even though I ordered the same thing every time. Thanks for not judging me. I'll try something new next time. Maybe.
For a limited time, you can enjoy a savory sausage McMuffin with egg meal, including golden hash browns and a small hot coffee for just $5. Price and participation may vary.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Hi, I'm Dr. John Runyon from Runyon Dental Group. Are you missing teeth or do you have uncomfortable dentures? Dental implants can not only transform your smile, they can restore your confidence and allow you to eat those foods you love that you've been missing. When I was in my early 30s, I was in a similar situation needing complex dental work and dental implants. I understand all the emotions that you're feeling because I've been the patient and I know that we can help you. Schedule a free consultation today at runyondentalgroup.com. That's runyondentalgroup.com.
It's almost Football Friday. All play and no work.
Sponsored by Tansky Sawmill Toyota.
Your home for football, The Fan. One of these men was prom king. It was T-Bone. I swear to God, you think I'm lying, don't you? But I'm serious. He didn't always look like this, okay? Here's the prom king and Tyvis.
Old drafty windows, you got to get rid of them because they are costing you money. They are letting the energy in your house, the cool air in the summer and the warm air in the winter that you want, that's leaking out of your house. Got to get better windows. Energy efficient windows from Window Nation. They are top quality windows at a reasonable price. Plus, their installation crews finish the job in 1 day or less, so you can get back to your daily routine with minimal interruption. The best part about all this is they've got a great deal going on that includes the Buckeyes. Yes, because Window Nation, proud partner of The Ohio State University. They say in this copy, go Buckeyes. I agree with them. Get 2 free tickets to an upcoming Ohio State game when you replace all the windows in your home. Plus, you can save big this month. Buy 2 windows, get 2 for free. Make no payments for 2 years. You won't have to deal with monthly payments, a down payment, or interest until 2027. How do you get Window Nation windows? Simple. You go to windownation.com or you call them 866-90-NATION. Again, that's windownation.com or 866-90-NATION. I'm T-Bone. He's Tyvis. Eric Reeser is here now as well. Hello, Reeser.
Gentlemen, good morning.
Did you want a Reese's Oreo collaboration?
Oh, no, thank you.
But I already anticipated that, and I ate them anyway, so they're gone. But I just thought we have more back there if you want.
You're extremely polite for offering me something that's not there.
Are you a Tyler Childers fan? Is that
Tyler
Childers fan?
I'm not familiar with his music.
Okay.
He's headlining Buckeye Country Superfest this year.
Sure.
Yeah.
Haven't been to one of those. So
same.
You know.
Do you know Lord Huron? Have you ever heard of them?
I've heard of Lord Huron.
Lord Huron is also going to be there.
Great.
Yeah. See, there we go.
The excitement is palpable in this room, I can tell. 2026 can't come here soon enough.
No kidding.
Wow.
We read all the names, and Tyvis shockingly went 0 for.
That's the least surprising thing you'll probably tell me this morning.
It's unfortunate.
How many Oreos do you have, bud?
1.
Uh-huh.
He lost. He lost a bet, so he had to eat 1.
Yeah.
You're not missing out.
How about the Reese's Cups? How many did you have?
1.
Oh, but you like
that one was good.
The Reese's Cup with the Oreo in it?
Yeah, that's good.
Not the Oreo with the Reese's Cups in it?
Yeah, they could have kept
different.
that.
Cool.
Totally different. Yeah,
Did you jump out the bed this morning when you realized that the Dallas Cowboys was playing Philadelphia?
No, I just rolled out of the bed like I normally do. This excites me not one bit.
Why?
Because
it's the NFL.
Yeah, but the Eagles are like an 8.5-point favorite over the Cowboys.
I would take if I could, I would take Dallas plus the 8.
Well, this will give you a look into our show later. We'll do Beat the House at 11 o'clock. I was 50 games over 500 last season.
Oh, yeah, you rolled last year.
I'm going to take the Eagles tonight.
That's a shame.
The cover?
Yeah, the Eagles are winning by 14.
You were 50 games over 500?
Sure was.
Oh, man.
So there
You're
you
about
go,
to be my
folks.
bestie.
All you people out there that like to bet.
This is for entertainment purposes only. It's when people actually start taking my advice, then they'll lose money.
Don't y'all do y'all's on Wednesdays during the season?
No, we do it Thursdays. We do NFL picks Thursdays, college pick 'em will be on Friday.
There you go.
All you betting people out there, make sure y'all
give you a sense of how this show's going to go. Paul Feinbaum's going to join at 10:30.
Oh, man. I've been waiting on this
for this one. You tell me, am I excited about NFL tonight? No, but I'm excited to hear what Paul has to say at 10:30.
Yeah, I bet you guys have quite a...
This will be fun.
Like
this will be a fun
Michael
one.
Jackson moonwalking his comments back.
Here's the thing.
Can't wait to hear this.
With Feinbaum and his show and the brilliance of it is that when a thing like Alabama, Florida State happens, and he spent all last week talking about Arch Manning in Texas, he just opens his phone lines.
Yeah, right, where he doesn't have to necessarily have 3 hours of, all right, guys, here's what I got wrong, like Colin does. Like when Coward gets something wrong, or any of us get something wrong, we have to kind of spend time talking about that. He can just go over to, oh, yeah, wouldn't you rather hear from Legacy or whatever his name is?
Legend.
Legend, that's his name, whatever. Legend, Legacy. Talked for like 6 minutes, this guy.
I heard a minute of his rant, and I was like, that's all you got for me, Mr. Alabama fan. I have no sympathy for that poverty program, I guess.
They said that their boosters is running out of money.
Boo-hoo.
Oh, that's too bad. Get your money up, I guess.
Yep.
Oh, my goodness. It won't make you feel a little bit sad that, like Bama really might crash and fall? Like, it'd be done?
No, because look, I think there was some validity in Shane Gillis telling Nick Saban, outside of calling him Alabama Jones,
which was good.
Alabama probably provided for players, and they also developed them for the NFL. Like, those things can both be true. But yeah, if we're going to sit here and say the SEC hadn't been doing it for the last 30 years, and now that it's all legal to do, they're finding themselves, behind the 8 ball because there are actual programs that have actual boosters with actual money that actually want to give to these kids. That's now a level playing field. Like, you said it yourself on Twitter, didn't you?
Yeah.
Like now that the Big Ten can start doing this, now that the ACC, now that the Pac-12 or RIP, the Big 12 can start doing this, SEC's not the juggernaut that it used to be. And there's truth to that.
Alabama's just one of them programs that, like, I had so much respect for that, like, it's
Did you
actually...
have respect for the program, or did you have respect for the man running the program?
Both. I just think it's sad to see the demise. Like, we are watching their demise right now.
I'm going to say, as someone who's aware of the history of Alabama, couldn't happen to a nicer school. I'm glad you guys suck now.
Yeah, I'm not sad.
I hope you keep sucking. I hope you're the worst team in college football. I hate Alabama. How about that?
Yeah. I don't know if it'll get to suck levels before Nick Saban.
No, it won't. But I'm saying, like, they're probably down. I mean, they're going to be staring at a lot of 3 to 4 loss seasons if they don't change something. I'm not saying necessarily this year they're going to have 3 or 4 losses, but it's certainly in the cards. It can happen.
A 16-team college football playoff will allow you 3 losses and still entrance into postseason play.
I hope they never figure it out, Reeser.
Okay.
I hope it stays at 12. I hope they never figure it out.
The college football playoff?
I hope they never figure it out.
Well, that December 1 date kind of looms. It's like a floating date, and my guess is you'll get them to come to an agreement.
Well, the fact that the ACC's kicking around doing 9 games, the SEC has already committed to 9 games, like, they're anticipating that it's going to go to 16. And so whether we think it should or not, that's probably where it is headed. But yeah, same thing with like the big noon kickoff. Whether we like it or not, it's probably here to stay given some of these numbers we're seeing.
That 18 million peak, it's Fox sitting back there going, see?
Yeah.
All doing works.
All their executives are patting themselves on the back, whether they should or should not be.
Ignoring the fact that Ohio State and Texas are the thing about Fox is that gets me is they think that what they're doing is the showcase. And what ESPN does so well with college football is they understand that the college footballness, that's the actual, that's what people tune in to see. They want to see the fans, they want to see the atmosphere, they want to see the teams. Fox just thinks it's about their coverage, it's their people, what they offer. And that's why they're missing the mark with guys like the Michigan Pizza Man.
100%.
Like they're thinking that Fox is the show, which is why you don't hear the crowd noise of 107.
I can't stand that part of watching their broadcast. ESPN does that 100 times better.
They lean into it. They have the crowd. They have the entrances. They have the lights at Death Valley. They have the lights in Athens. Like ESPN does such a better show because ESPN gets college football. Fox just thinks it's Fox.
Yeah. They're like,
whatever
let's
they
put the
do,
Fox NFL spin. Let's do that on college football. Let's make it look like that.
What's the injury noise? Who plays the injury?
Oh, that's, you know who that is. That's also Fox. They have that. 3 hours of Bishop and Friends. Paul Feinbaum.
We'll also have Ben Baby of ESPN. He covers the Cincinnati Bengals. We talk about postseason play. Cincinnati needs to avoid another, 0-3 start if they want to make the playoffs this season. So he'll join us at 9:30. A lot of excitement for the money that they put towards their 3 offensive stars. And they gave, Trey Hendrickson a raise. So there's a lot to like about this Cincinnati squad going into the regular season. But as a Browns fan, there's a little bit of excitement that they could start 0-1.
Yeah.
The Cincinnati Bengals, I mean.
Oh, okay.
I would like that.
Browns could get a win Sunday, baby.
We like that.
Is that a sneak peek, Reese? Are we taking the Browns plus the points? Is that what we're doing?
He ain't excited for this. Yes.
This is what the Cleveland Browns do to me.
The thing you should know about Reese is he is always optimistic when it comes to the Cleveland Browns.
Shove it down your throat. It's time for the buzzer.
Sponsored by Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems. Find your local Bryant Heating and Cooling dealer at Bryant.com.
That's not fair to you, Reese. I know you're not.
Well, look.
They get you. They get you though at the start of the season.
They reel me in, and now I'm talking to you on a Thursday, thinking there's a chance,
maybe.
Cincinnati's secondary's terrible. Joe Flacco, David Njoku, Harold Fannin. Look,
changing his number, Harold Fannin.
There's a chance.
Yeah. There's always a chance.
Not a great one.
That's the fun part.
All right, I'm writing down Browns plus 5.5. Thanks, Reese.
The Lions star running back Jahmyr Gibbs. He has his own signature meal at Ford Field this season called the Spin Dash Combo. Here's what you get: a smash burger with cheese and cup and char pepperonis on top of it. They call it a pepperoni smash burger. Then Sonic ring tots, which are basically like tater tots but in the shape of a onion ring, but they're tater tots. And then thirdly, you get a blue Sour Patch Kids, all blue Sour Patch Kids flavor. That's the meal.
I'd eat that.
I'd crush that 100%.
I'd eat that.
Sounds delicious. All right, Bishop and Friends coming up next. Have a great start to your NFL season. We will talk about it all tomorrow morning. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Well, we are still noticing some slick roads and wet conditions out there after the earlier rainfall this morning. We are still watching this crash for folks in Westerville. This is on the north side, 71 southbound, just past 270 in that eastbound direction. Left lane still blocked this morning, but do know not as bad when it comes to delays or slowdowns. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic. Make it a great day.
Bet365 is paying out before the final whistle.
Check out Bet365's unrivaled early payout offer. When you bet on a team to win and they take a 17-point lead, you get paid no matter the final score. Forget the final whistle and start counting that cash. Hold up. You get early payout on parlays, too.
Download the app and see why it's never ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Ohio. T&Cs apply.
I'm Leslie from Pella Columbus.
And I'm Wilson from that other window place.
One of our specialties here at Pella Wilson is getting rid of old, smaller windows with no view and replacing them with huge, beautiful windows that can change the look and feel of your home.
We tried that once, but we cut the hole a bit too big, so we had to put in a garage door instead in their dining room.
Wilson.
Didn't improve the view, but they do have a drive-through now, so you're welcome, Gruball family.
Get the windows that can change the look and feel of your home at PellaColumbus.com.
He's at the 10, the 5, touchdown! This is what the Buckeyes train so hard for.
Just like Valvoline Instant Oil Change, their techs train like pros to deliver expert service every time.
Wait, are we talking football or oil changes?
Both. Whether it's the Buckeyes on the field or your car in the bay, it's all about preparation and precision.
Can't argue with that.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change is a proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. Visit VIOC.com/Buckeyes today.
The most common form of treatment for the arthritic joints is normally cortisone injections and gel shots and over-the-counter medications. And most patients have tried all of that and are still in pain.
Every day, Dr. Aaron Wolkoff, a QC Kinetics medical director, meets patients who have exhausted every method to get relief. They've been told surgery is their only option.
They want to stay away from that path, and they come to us almost as the last hope. So we're using our own body's properties to help manage pain, to help slow arthritis down, keep the patients active with no downtime, and get them back to what they enjoy doing. I mean, I love what I do.
QC Kinetics regenerative treatments from our board-certified providers help heal and restore aching joints. No surgery, harmful drugs, or downtime. Call for your free consultation today.
Call QC Kinetics, 380-208-4544. That's 380-208-4544. 380-208-4544.
Hey, Buckeye fans. As the official wing sponsor of Ohio State Athletics, Roosters is kicking off an incredible giveaway you won't want to miss. This football season, we're giving away 12 ultimate Buckeye experiences. 3 drawings, 12 winners with prizes including tickets, sideline passes, and 3 trips to a Buckeye first-round postseason game. Go to roosterswings.com to register and see all the details. 3 drawings, 12 amazing prizes. Register today and every day. Roosters, a fun, casual joint.
Scotty Vegas here. Smartest bet of the season? Bet on yourself. I needed a weight loss plan that fit into real life. Tailgates, road trips, kids' nights, and still lets you eat. Week 1 with Awaken 180, I was down 6. By the end, 45 pounds gone. That's with wings, chili, meatballs, sausages, all the good stuff. It's the Tailgate transformation. Structure, coaching, and food that tastes like a win. Make the smart play. Start your Tailgate transformation at awaken180weightloss.com.
Buckeyes, the 2025 football season is here, and that means 3 things: football, game day, and smooth Jameson whiskey. Whether you're catching the game at home, at your neighborhood bar, or soaking up the team spirit at a tailgate, Jameson Ginger and Lime at Ohio State Athletics are a winning combo. So cheers to making game days even better with the official whiskey of the fans. Jameson, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. Taste responsibly. Jameson Irish Whiskey, product of Ireland. 40% alcohol by volume, 80 proof. Copyright 2025, imported by John Jameson Import Company, New York, New York.
Hey there, you've got a ton of equity in your home. You're sitting on a gold mine. You could do so much with all that cash, like travel, invest it, or pay off debt. But you can't touch it unless you sell your home. But you really don't want to move. And besides, homes are sitting on the market a long time these days. You're trapped, right? Not with TrueHold. With TrueHold, you can cash out your equity in as little as 30 days. But listen, you don't have to move. You can stay in the home you love as a renter. That's TrueHold's Sell and Stay program. Cash out your entire home's value and stay put. TrueHold even covers property taxes, property insurance, and essential repairs. Imagine using that equity to travel, invest, or pay off debt, and you can stay in your home. It's brilliant, especially in this slow market. Get your all-cash offer now. Call 1-855-300-9993. Again, that's 1-855-300-9993, or visit TrueHold.com. The smarter, faster way to cash out on your home's value without moving. That's TrueHold.